Alright, so intro. Alright, so I'd like to welcome everybody to the first episode of the UsagiRoll podcast. I will be your senpai, aidenraine, and with me today I have Gold.
Howdy.
I have Bio.
Hey guys.
Pongo.
Present.
And the kohai that I have finally noticed, AnimeKami.
Who are you?
Who am I? Who are you? I'm the host.
Are you?
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. Alright.
He's reading everything.
Is Kami's going off a script?
I don't have a script. I'm just waiting for your cue, dude.
Did you guys not get the script?
Likewise.
What? What?
Goddamn,
Script? We
script.
have a script? Alright. So, we're going to be doing... Today we're pretty much going over first impressions of the 2015 anime simulcasts. First one is... let's go with Snow White Hime. Yeah, because I don't know how to pronounce that, but this is one I haven't seen. Is there anybody that actually has seen this one besides Shawn, because he watches everything?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I have seen it.
The pronunciation is Akagami no Shirayuki-hime.
Thank you, Kami.
There we go. We got our Kami expert here.
Yes, Kami is expert of anime. Alright, so, Bio, you said you watched this?
Yeah.
Alright, what were your thoughts on this one?
Well, it's pretty much a shoujo. The biggest thing behind it is it's very, very clean, neat animation, and a lot of people have been comparing it to Disney sort of animation. And the biggest plus so far is definitely the main character, Shirayuki. She's definitely the best character. She is not one of those typical shoujo characters who is pushed around, and although she does get into danger a lot, she is not a person who is pressured easily. She is someone
Helpless.
who is...
She's not.
Yeah, she's not helpless. She can actually work hard to get out of her situations, and she resists and struggles against all these people that keep capturing her for some reason.
Because basically in this show, one of the big plot points is she has red hair, and apparently that is unheard of in this region, even though some people are walking around with green hair and pure white hair at young age, but red hair is absolutely insane to these people, making her a prime kidnapping subject.
Man, damn redheads.
Oh,
so
God.
basically she is Princess Peach.
Somewhat.
Wouldn't you be more
If
close
Princess
to
Peach
Daisy?
made an attempt to escape.
Stronger than Princess Peach. But one of the big things is she's voiced by Hayami Saori, who is
One of the big pluses.
One of the big things, right?
she.
Yeah.
She
One of the big
is-
things to know about this show.
She is the greatest. Okay, so no, she does the role really well.
Yeah. of
No,
course.
no. It's a shoujo by Bones with Hayami Saori as the lead. I was gonna watch this for sure.
I think it's alright. I think it took me a bit to warm up to the characters. I do like the girl more. I think since like the second episode or so, she's really shown how capable she is on her own. But her main love interest, the prince, he still seems kind of boring to me as a character.
He's kind of generic cut, yeah, so
Yeah.
far.
I'd say she's probably the biggest plus of the show that I've seen so far. Should we go
Oh,
on
no.
to the next show?
We're transitioning.
I would like
Hotaro, oh god.
Oh boy.
Alright, so-
Aoharu X Kikanju.
Aharu cross machine gun.
Yeah.
I guess I'll start it out. I watched the first 2 episodes. I have no drive to continue. I really don't. It's just a really boring show to me. I don't really hate the main girl. She's really strong. But other than that, it's not really. It seems just a shonen show for the ladies, of course. But yeah, not really something that for me.
My take on it, it's a shonen protagonist trapped in a shoujo main character's body.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, it is.
With all the other regular shoujo tropes, and I don't know, the main character, she just pissed me off so much.
I will say, the main character, she is, I would say, one of the only parts that keeps me still interested.
Really?
Through a couple of boring episodes.
Wow.
I like her character.
I just watched Fate.
I find her, like, super sense of justice, at least somewhat entertaining.
In a
I can get that. I
hilarious
can
kind of
understand
way?
Not, like, hilarious. But it'll get a smile or a chuckle out of me. I think the show has been pretty slow so far. A bit of like forced drama between her, where she is trying to decide whether she wants to join a survival game club where they basically play with BB guns.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get invested in it. There's some funny parts, but
Oh, yeah,
I think that's really what it comes down to. It's just really hard to stick with. It has some humorous parts, but overall, no. And then the mangaka, the really, whew, man,
Yeah,
and the manga he makes.
I think it
I
was.
don't know.
I think, was it Bio that said it's an anime that has the reverse trap, an arrow mangaka, and they're playing with airsoft. It is one of the most boring anime.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
I just don't
okay.
understand it. Those are some good elements, but it's so boring.
Well, you guys could always, you gotta have something to compare this anime to. I'm not sure how many of you have seen Sabagebu and Stella Jo Gakuen.
I have
C3.
seen both.
And
I've seen
I've seen
Sabagebu.
Yeah.
Both those anime that I've mentioned, they are about survival game club with the use of BB guns. And for me personally, the elements are all there. There's nothing differentiating between either anime, the one we're talking about right now, and the other two I mentioned. It's all about a different perspective about looking at it. The two I mentioned, they are about mostly cute girls doing cute things, whereas Aoharu X Kikanju, that's for a separate audience, right? There's
I wouldn't really call Sabagebu cute girls cute things.
Amor tries for
cute girls doing dangerous things.
straight out comedy.
But the main point is the cast is all female, and then this cast is not all female. It's one girl and dudes.
And one girl
the
who looks and acts like a guy.
Was it the latest episode? I don't think it's 4. It's the one where she just finished shopping and she met the doctor. I think that was episode 3.
Yes,
3. Yep.
That was an introduction to the third potential male romantic interest.
Yep.
And so you gather these elements from episodes 1 to 3. I'm not going to talk about 4 right now. Of meeting the main guy, the blonde, the arrow mangaka, the host, the arrow mangaka, and the doctor, right? And all three of them, they're pretty good looking. They're pretty good looking, and the target audience for this is definitely towards a certain demographic. of which I will not name.
Females.
Females.
Yeah.
Are any of you guys females?
No.
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 It-
I don't know.
Point.
So is it like a reverse harem then?
I would not say it's a reverse harm as
It's
of
not
right
quite
now.
there, yeah.
No.
Fujoshis.
I'm not going to label it as a reverse harm as at the moment, but certainly there's nothing stopping it from doing so.
The thing
I
I
don't
don't
know
understand
firsthand.
though is it's categorized as a shonen.
It is a shonen.
It's the demographic, yeah, I don't know.
It could be.
Mm.
It could be.
It could be, but it's definitely not. It has a much more shoujo feel.
It does have
at
a
least
shoujo
I
feel.
think.
Yeah.
I think it has elements of both.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I said, shonen protagonist trapped in a shoujo.
Mhm.
Watch Snow White, don't watch this.
All right. So,
Aquarion Logos.
Aquarion Logos.
I want to get to Aquarion Logos, but I must watch the previous,
Yeah,
show
the-
before.
Yeah, this one's the third iteration of the Aquarion series.
Aquarion series. Aquarion series is actually very, very convoluted if you do not watch from the first iteration, second iteration to the iteration now. Episode 00 for Aquarion Logos actually kind of bridged all three and gave a sense of gave it like it matched the pieces together. But without going into too further into details, it's a very, very drawn out love story that pits the couple with the forces of evil. And for people to thrill, you have to love each other and embrace each other. And that's how mainly what this series and its franchise works by is love each other, fight off evil.
I will say, though I'm not watching the show, I love the ending. The ending song is great. And that's as far as I go.
When I first saw it, I wasn't too fond of them because from the first iteration, second iteration, it was such a different character design. Everything was so I don't want to put childish looking, but certainly their mindsets were reversed down to lower, more immature. Not to say that they are immature, but the thought process and the thinking level was lowered in a sense. And I've always watched anime sometimes just for the girl, and this anime isn't an exception either. So for me, the characters kind of grew on me as I kept watching, and so at this point I like them, but versus the other iterations, not as much.
Alright, so move on. Let's talk about Chaos Dragon.
Shit. Oh, excuse me.
And moving on to Charlotte.
No, we are talking about Chaos Dragon.
Are we?
Was that not enough?
I like this show.
Oh.
It's not that bad.
It's getting better.
It is. I will say.
Oh boy. All I hear is hate about this show. I'm not watching
Aiden,
it,
start
though.
us off.
I'm
Start us
not
in the right
watching.
direction.
I will say I do understand like some of the hate and why some people would think it's bad, but it's not horrible. It's not great, but it's serviceable. Personally, I do think Aha carries the show.
Who's that?
Yeah, who is
I
that?
won't disagree.
Is that the girl on the right now?
Yes, it's
Yes,
the girl
it's
with
the
the
bounded
animal
one.
ears. Yeah, the bounded one.
What's her role in the show?
pretty much emotional support for the main character.
She basically took control. She took over the role that the main girl got stabbed over before. That's what she
Pretty much.
She's
Yeah.
her replacement. So
To put in context for episode 1,
yes.
the main guy got his powers by killing the person he loved the most, which was his childhood friend. So I guess she's the replacement.
I think it was a good replacement.
Like I said, she pretty much carries the show right now. But I see it has potential to get better, especially as the characters grow and the story progresses.
How do you think the story will grow and the characters progress?
Personally, I'm hoping that the main character will grow, and I'm hoping they'll finally meet the Red Dragon, and they'll understand why the powers are the way they are, and he'll kind of like grow, and maybe not need those powers.
Mm-hmm.
Because pretty much as he is right now, he's pussy. Sorry.
I think you need a drink.
I mean,
Yeah. Need to get another Mountain Dew, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what did we really expect from this? I mean, a bunch of people got together and played a board game, a bunch of writers, and it's what you'd expect. It's all over the place, basically, and that's what it's been from the start.
To be honest,
I don't think that
excuse
means
me. Go
necessarily that the show has to be bad.
Well,
Like,
it doesn't have to be bad.
Rage of Bahamut was a recent show based on a card game, and that
Yeah.
I think for me was a good show. Had
My
good
favorite
characters,
last year.
action,
Yeah.
I said, yeah.
story, and that was based off a card game. I think just because the inspiration is something like a board game or a card game doesn't mean they should get an excuse written off like that for
Well,
turning out
I
a
mean,
poor
it's just-
story.
I mean, it's just because it's a lot of people that are all trying to toss in their own elements of writing. I mean,
Yeah,
they're all trying to do their own way, sort of thing, and it's kind of just, it's all over the place. That's just how I'd put it.
I had pretty low expectations for all the shows coming in. I don't like to set the bar high, and this actually kind of dropped the bar even lower than that. That says a lot for something.
That bad.
The story is. It's not that the story is uninteresting. I just think it's so fictional, that even for a fantasy genre, it's complete garbage. If I want to compare this is like exactly like Blaze Blue, where they're giving snippets and kind of whetting your appetite, so you can buy the game or you can buy the card game and just play it. So for me, this anime is more like an advertisement. It really is just a huge advertisement for other areas of marketing.
It's funny that you compare it to Blaze Blue. It actually reminds me of a JRPG, like especially how it starts out, which is how I'm hoping it will play out. Especially like maybe like one of the Tales games.
is that a plus for you then?
Oh, for me, yeah, I love JRPGs.
But here's the question I ask you: if you've seen Blaze Blue and you played Blaze Blue the game, and if you watched Blaze Blue the anime, I'm pretty sure Blaze Blue the anime is really, really badly done.
I watched 2 episodes of Blaze Blue the anime because I love Blaze Blue the game.
Did you finish it?
The anime?
Yes.
It was shit.
Well,
It
exactly.
was horrible.
That's basically trying to compare the two like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I can I can see where you're coming from like that, but I don't know. I'm still enjoying it right now. So
Give it another two
that's what-
episodes before the girl gets killed off and he replaces her again.
that if that does, then I will rage quit. All right, so Charlotte.
Yeah,
The next
it's one of the
big
more popular shows.
key anime.
Mhm.
It is definitely a key anime.
Yes, it is.
If you don't like key anime, then you will hate it.
I've been enjoying this show so far.
I just recently watched Little Busters, so it's feeling very similar.
I would say this is better than Little Busters.
I would say this is way worse. Hello? Alright, Charlotte, for me, it's just decent so far.
Here we go.
Because the thing is, alright, the first episode started out with, obviously, the main character. He has this power that can transfer him into other people's bodies and control it for 5 seconds. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So, he's going on a spree with this power. He's in the school, cheating on tests, able to get into like a really highly regarded school. He's working
Controlling
up
random
his way
people.
to get a girlfriend with the most popular girl, it seems. And then halfway through of all these shenanigans, which was halfway in the episode, it just cut it off. He was automatically shifted to this new life of him being restricted by another school's student council. Yeah, basically the student council is restricting him.
Yeah, it felt like he was
I wanted them to go
neutered
on
as a
with that little
character
bit
right
more.
away.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
In a way, he was neutered as a character. They should have kept
I-
it going for an episode.
I really did like him in that first half an episode. How his character was acting. Like,
and wait,
but
and from then,
yeah,
after
since
that,
then,
since then, it just seemed so, I don't know, lackluster. But then again, usually key animes, they start off and then they build up towards the middle. We all understand this if you've seen key anime.
Yeah.
But
I fell asleep on
Yeah.
Little Busters, the first 13 episodes. I kind of fell asleep. I really did. Perhaps I was like tired. I'll give Little Busters the benefit of the doubt. Like season 1, I was tired and I didn't want to keep my attention too much.
I feel like Little Busters, they established their arcs way better.
I would disagree on at the beginning. Like at the beginning, they were kind of introducing. I kind of like how this is now a little bit. But Little Busters did have what 3 seasons?
Yeah,
Two seasons
Yeah,
and
it is two
and
seasons.
and
And-
a 12 episode OVA basically,
Yeah.
which is impressive in its own feat.
Yeah.
But I think I don't want to talk about Little Busters too much, but
No.
Charlotte here is it's fine. Like it has risen the bar basically.
I would
Risen the bar.
I would have liked to see more of how the character started off, but I am fine with where the show is now. I'm still enjoying it. Just
I think they'll get back to it because that is really how key works.
mhm.
Like they'll get back into like characters, their powers.
Yeah,
like the
and then-
characters they've introduced so far have all been likable and funny.
Incorrect. I do not like the idol's sister, the possessing sister.
No.
She
Of course.
was so
Too mean for you?
irritating. I'm happy, so happy
Well,
that
I
she wants to
think-
move on.
I think Gold is the only person who is going to say that.
yeah.
Okay, so wait. All right, so the rude sister, the pyro
Pyromancer?
kinetic sister,
Right.
the only
Yeah.
one who's saying that she's a horrible character.
I don't mind her, but I don't have her as my favorite.
She's not my favorite either, but yeah,
I don't
have anything
particularly
against her.
mind her.
Personally, I
Yeah.
think I think
She's awful.
she's best girl.
Oh,
So
Girl.
this is
Separation.
between Gold and Aiden. Like
Most-
I
Uh,
Yeah.
Most of the feeling is
I did.
apathy. Then it
How?
ranges from extreme love
How
to
could she
extreme
best girl?
hatred.
What-
Yeah, she's
What a
she's
philosophical
kind of like
question.
Maki
Well-
from Love Live.
I will say that so far the characters are starting off a little weak, so it's not that hard to call her best girl, but
It's pretty hard because the Himouto is adorable, and
Well-
the head student council with the silver hair. Her personality, she has like such a wide array of personalities. Sometimes she's like really moody and like serious. Sometimes she can be playful. Sometimes she can be a tease. So I kind of do like the student council head.
I don't even like the little sister, to be honest. She can't cook.
But you
I
want
don't
to
either.
this girl.
She can't cook
Nope,
for
I don't
shit.
either.
Wow.
The only
She can't cook
the only reason why I don't like her is because she can't cook for shit, and she's using that goddamn pizza sauce. And
We have an
No,
argument
no,
right here.
that's one thing I love about how she constantly trolls him with that stupid pizza sauce. I love it.
Yeah, I'm not too big on the little sister.
I mean, she's a one-act character so far. That's her thing, to toss in the pizza sauce in some
Yeah,
way.
because
But
she
her
character
shows
is
up
pizza
for like
sauce.
2 seconds in every episode, and that's about
She
it.
do- She does it every episode.
it's like a
just-
running gag, really, but it's
What?
not my
She's,
favorite running gag.
she's adorable.
I'm tired of it already, honestly.
Well, I'm not saying she's not adorable. I'm just saying she needs to learn how to cook.
It's like what's like 10. Learn how to cook it.
10 is a very important age. 10 is a very
Oh
important
God.
Well, okay, Kami,
Yes.
question. Pizza sauce or the jam?
Oh god damn. I would say the jam simply because the jam is, to me, I think is bitter in taste.
So you'd rather have the bitter jam than too sweet pizza sauce?
Yeah, because because the human taste, I'll go into human physiology for a little bit. Human taste for bitter means it's poisonous. You associate bitterness with poison,
that would definitely describe that jam.
and so if
Gotta
you
live
keep
on the edge.
if you were to eat the jam, right? If you eat the jam, you'll know it's poisonous, and you need to stop eating it. But with the sweetness, it's sweet. What are you gonna get? You're gonna get diabetes unless you're like drinking something that's been laced with lead, because lead is actually sweet tasting. If you dissolve it in water, this is all kind of. Oh, okay. I'm getting off topic.
A little bit.
But my point is,
Slightly.
I rather know that I'm eating poison once than to drag on eating poison forever. Is what I'm saying.
You do have a point.
That comparison. So yeah.
All I got is little sister is poison. Got it.
Misa's poison.
Oh my god, I love the backhand.
Oh,
such a
that
great
The
backhand.
backhand is
that-
amazing.
That backhand was amazing.
I'm in
That
I'm in the process of reversing just the backhand part and splicing it in, so it's backhand one way, backhand the other way, and then she falls over.
Oh man,
So, a
And-
bit of context.
this show is so violent to the females. Like in the first episode when he was gonna pull the girl he was trying to date, and she fell on the floor. I just lost it.
And
That's another
funny.
time.
this is a little bit for post
Felt
production
so
when
bad for her there.
I'm looking
He was
forward
just
to the
like, God
violence.
damn it.
when
Yeah, and then
yeah.
the face she made, she was like, why am I even with him? She was so regretful.
So when this gets uploaded to YouTube, I just want to get a really fast shout out. Demi Maelstrom, this backhand is dedicated to you because of all those damn images you're putting.
Yeah.
Wow. Alright.
I want to add one quick thing, and that's that. Basically, I liked in the second episode how the main girl, Tomari, she introduces her backstory like very quickly. She's not like hiding it or anything like that. She's immediately like, "Yeah, sure, I'll show you what happened." And you don't see that a lot usually.
No.
Oh, you mean with the sister and the brother?
With her brother, yeah.
Yeah, that was very impressive. I like that. I did like that a lot. Could usually be like this, try to keep it secret until like what halfway through, then we figure it out. Nope,
Well,
straight up second episode.
yeah. Usually the girl kind of cries and
Yes,
breaks
yes.
down, and then they show him. And
Yeah,
didn't
no,
do
she
that.
was very strong-minded about it, the whole thing.
very
so.
strong-minded.
That's
Yeah.
good.
She interests me. She's a very interesting character.
Actually, something real fast. But I want to keep a running tally about strong female leads right now. Actually, a lot of them
There's been some good ones, yeah.
this season.
So it's
You
been,
take a
what,
bunch.
2 so far?
2.5.
Where's the half?
Hotaru?
AX.
No, she's.
From-
yeah,
Okay.
we're not counting
Oharu X
Hotaru.
I only say half because I don't know if it's boy or girl.
Fair enough.
All right.
But again, I'm going to
All
move
right.
off at saying I'm very happy that Misa is going to move on. I have not seen the 4th episode. If she appears again, I'll be very sad.
Well,
Well-
you're gonna be. She's not done, so
Yeah, you're gonna be disappointed. Sorry.
Sad boys. Okay, let's move on.
All right. So, Classroom Crisis. Is anybody actually watching this?
Have
Yeah.
not seen.
Snooze
Heard
fest.
too
I
many.
am.
Heard too many
Yeah.
bad things about it.
I've heard a lot of bad about it.
Okay.
Everything wrong about this anime just disgraces space in general. Good thing it's not an opera. It's just disgracing space.
Classroom Crisis, I think it's the worst of the season. Of every show that I've seen, I think it is the worst.
Wow.
It's boring. The genre I'm not too big of a fan on in the first place.
why did this
It's
get
all the worst.
animated?
I would say I would not disagree with Gold right now. It is actually.
I wouldn't
really
either.
The worst.
All right. So,
It's just boring. I mean, it's. Oh gosh, this is weird.
But I do like the Silent Girl. I'll say that.
Who's the Silent Girl? The pilot?
Yeah, the pilot.
It's okay. We got Clarice in the ending, so that's all you need.
The only
might as
show.
well just watch the ending on YouTube or something.
Exactly.
The only-
Perfect.
the-
You don't need to even watch the show. It's good.
The only redeeming thing about this show is it's another show I can add on my resume.
That is a pretty impressive resume.
Damn right, it's a good.
All right. So, moving on. Is anybody actually watching Dragon Ball Super?
No.
Nope.
I'm not.
Nope.
No. All right.
I preserve
so,
my childhood memories, thank you.
We are gonna disappoint so many
Yes,
people.
the opening is good. The opening is very good.
I think this needs a separate podcast. To be honest, like you have had,
Why?
because you've had 4 iterations of Dragon Ball, and 8 to 10 movies. I would assume it deserves its own podcast.
If
I'm
we
not
ever
gonna talk
actually-
about it, but if any other people wanna.
One day.
Maybe. All right. So, Durarara X2-Ten.
After the first season, I kind of tapped out, so...
I've been
You
enjoying
guys.
it so far.
I actually have to say, I have attempted to watch the first season of Durarara 3 or 4 times, but I think I've only ever made it as far as like episode 4.
So you
I think
failed
the first
3 or
season's
4
a classic.
times.
Yeah, I fail more than that.
Okay.
I don't know. It's weird anime because it's like interesting and boring at the same time.
I think if you stick with it, a lot of small things come to a head in a very interesting way.
You know, that's what they said about Bakemonogatari and its franchise, but it's awesome.
No, I love Monogatari.
I think a few seasons ago, when the second season of Durarara started, it didn't grab my interest as much as the original series had.
That was in winter, wasn't it?
I think it was in winter.
Yeah. Pun, would you say the first arc of, or the first core of Durarara second season was kind of meh? I've heard it's meh so far, or the second one, or the first part was.
Yeah. I've heard it. I don't think it really had the same feel that the first one did. Of the story didn't feel quite as intertwined and set up in the way that
Oh,
I really liked
sorry.
the first series.
Just to interrupt real fast, it's getting a 3rd season for X2.
Yes, X2.
Yes.
You're kidding me?
It's
No,
getting
I'm
Nope,
not.
three
it's
curse.
3 parts.
Yeah, it's 3 parts. 12 episodes.
Ended already.
I,
Chuka, how do you have money?
this
yeah,
one
3
though,
split core.
so far, has been pretty episodic,
Mhm.
which is focusing on a lot of characters that really haven't gotten much background or screen time in the show so far. and that has all been handled pretty interestingly.
I wanted to add, so this show, season 1 was aired in 2010, and the first cur of the second iteration is
2014.
was aired in January, actually, 2015.
Oh, 2015.
Yes. So the difference, so something real fast. First season was aired January 8th, 2010. So it's been literally 5 years apart. And I've been talking with a few colleagues outside of this podcast, and I think it's pretty relevant here and now, that when you extend an anime over a 5-year period, people get dejected, and they just do not remember anything from the first season, and you're just going in fresh. Really, you're just going in fresh to a second season. And so that 5-year time gap, I think a lot of people, the audience, just lose interest, and they're just the whole feel good quote feel good is lost between that time frame, and it's very evident because it's happened to Shakugan no Shana, season 2 to season 3. What else? I think the upcoming Arya series, the last season was ended, I don't know, 2008, 2010 maybe, and they're planning on another movie. While it is a movie and it is totally separate, it's been a long time. Excuse me. The other example is Fafner. Exodus Fafner is also like a 10-year time gap between.
Yeah, I was actually surprised when I heard they were doing the second season, because the first season was like 2004.
So, you have like this 10-year time gap that I'm not going to go rewatch the first season again, just simply because I don't have the time for it. And I'm going into the Fafner that just aired in 2014, and I'm just trying to recall what they're trying to do, what the enemies are, who the characters are, and just put a face back to the names. And that, I think that takes a blow to anime fans in the West. I'm not going to say anything about the Japanese or Eastern fans, but that's how I viewed it so far.
Yeah, it's 24 episodes is set up for 12 episodes of Crazy.
Yeah.
It's not like the setup has all been
stick with
boring,
it,
though.
yeah.
I think it's still been interesting and entertaining to watch at the very least.
It's ranked pretty high, so I can't say it's bad.
You can,
Well,
but
you still can, actually.
You can.
Easily.
Well, I don't think it's bad, so I can't say it's bad.
Well, that's a reason.
I think it's fine.
better reason. Okay.
Alright, so moving on to Magical Girl Illya, Season 3.
Have not watched any of
Season
this
2, Part 2.
franchise.
I heard
Really?
like there was a nudity scene. They were kissing each other.
Oh, there's a lot
Yeah.
of that.
They started off episode 1 with the bang, yeah.
Almost literally.
Almost.
Poor Shiro.
We've learned Shiro has a lolly harem, but, whatever.
I believe his name is called Shadow. Or Sharo. Shadow.
Shitto.
Yeah.
Shiro?
But
I don't actually have anything to add to this series. I'm not too invested in it.
There's only been one episode so far.
It doesn't matter. Like the whole
Well,
franchise, I'm not too invested in.
Technically, it's the 21st episode, because
True.
the 3 seasons stream together pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Irisville threatened to castrate Shiro, oh my god, I lost it.
That was pretty great, yeah. Someone should get on that. We need our hero of justice to be less hero of justice.
He needs to,
He's the perfect hero, just
dude. He needs
he's
to
righteous.
not have the seed spread. That's why he's castrated.
Oh, apparently at least one member of his lowly harem will still love him.
I'm
Yeah, best girl Kuro.
when did even Miu fall in love with him? Did that happen in the last season? I don't.
There's something between them that they just never really stated. It's something that has to do with her past.
Okay, so we'll probably find out more about that this season.
Yeah, we'll probably find out more about, well, sometime at least, because I think they were showing that back even in like season 1, but they still they never even talk about her past at all.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, there's not too much more to say really. It's more of the same
Only one
show.
episode passed, you know.
And more of the same. It will be the same. If you enjoyed the first 2 seasons, you'll love it. If not, you'll hate it.
Already enjoying it more than.
Yeah, lewd meter is fully in the red.
It's pretty high on this one, yeah. But I already enjoying it more than Unlimited Blade Works. So.
I don't know. Well, we can get into that some other time. All right, so let's move on to Gakkou Gurashi.
Okay.
Interesting show. Very interesting show.
I watched.
This is a good one.
Yes, I watched all 3 episodes of this today. It is so good. So good.
That's alright.
Okay, I'll start off by saying that I love the animation. I think, for a moe show, or as it comes off, I think the animation is really cute, and it works perfectly. And then when it gets more serious, the animation upgrades, had that sort of horror aspect to it. But, alright. This is the thing that annoys me with this show. I don't know if I've always been like this, but I'm starting to have this immense distaste for huge contrast. Like, it comes off cute and everything, but it has this, a secret, a secret agenda in the back to make it so shocking and scary. And that kind of, those 2 contrasts, I don't know.
You don't like the shock?
It doesn't work for me.
The shock factor is not.
It's the whole point of this one.
But the fact that they're intending it to be just really cute, it's just corny to me. It's a cute show, but it's really serious and scary.
I do understand what you're saying. The first episode I liked a lot because I saw there were little hints along the way that I was picking up on. And
some of the girls looking down, looking upset.
Spoilers for the first episode. The main character ends up being insane, and during the zombie apocalypse, she's still
warped.
Imagining regular life is going on. Yeah. And the build up to that's how the first episodes end, is the realization.
Well, to be honest,
and
she was
I feel like I was afraid after the first one that if it seemed kind of corny, and I was wondering if the gimmick would hold up for the
gimmick, that's what I'm trying to say.
Whole season.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like I enjoyed the first episode a lot, but it still seemed pretty gimmicky.
Yep.
But
absolutely.
I haven't seen the 3rd yet, but I've seen the 2nd, and I felt like I was still enjoying it. It was doing some more interesting things, visually, not just with the main girl who was thinking that life's still going on as normal in her head. They're doing some interesting things with the other characters. One of them, in particular, the twin-tailed girl with the shovel, she also is looking at things in a warped view. Just you see the zombies from her perspective, and to her they're literally black monsters, with her trying to just ignore the fact that they're human beings.
Yep.
I thought that was interesting how they did that. Even at points, you can see from her perspective, her slowly starting to perceive them as humans again, and trying to quickly change that back into the monsters in her head, so she
you're
won't
referring
feel...
to when she saw the phone and then realized oh wow, this is actually a real person.
Yeah, this person was alive and
this person was alive at a time, but look what they are now.
Yeah,
it's her survival technique. I mean, Yuki has her survival technique, and that is to live in her delusional world.
Yeah, I think it's doing a lot of interesting things with that.
Kermi's survival technique is to see everything as dark as possible, to not remember that they're human, or they were human at one point, so that she can just kill them because she needs to, because nobody else seems to be able to.
You mean decapitate them? They're already dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Technicalities.
You can't kill what's already dead.
Technicality, not a do-over.
Yeah, but they sort of go into that a little bit more in episode 3. Like episode 3 is like what happened like the day of. So you'll get you'll understand a little bit more of like what they're going through and what they think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to add that I do not find this one corny at all. So,
corny probably wasn't the best word.
I find this one that is
gimmicky.
Let me just tell the audience I don't like zombies. So this has been a struggle for me, but I have to say the first episode was done so brilliantly.
Yes.
That I'm getting past my hatred of zombies and just I have to keep watching because it's so well done that I just
forcing through your fears.
Yeah, I've moved this show to Friday, so I don't have to worry about not being fit for work the next day. So.
Well, it could be an experience thing, because I really do find this whole thing kind of corny. I still think it's a great show. I like it's probably my top 7. I like the show a lot, but this contrast, I'm sick of it. I don't like it anymore. If you're gonna be a cute show, be a cute show. Don't have this cuteness and have this extreme death and all the stuff going on behind the scenes. Just no.
I don't know. Maybe because I went in knowing it would be a mind fuck. I don't really think it's that corny at all. Like I
was
like,
aware of it too.
I like the psychological aspect of it. Like she's living in her delusion world to try and as like a coping mechanism to deal with what happened. I don't know. I find it interesting.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Did people like the opening change?
When it slightly changes.
Oh yeah, the opening to the show has been changing.
Yeah,
they kept the song.
It changes.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Oh, god damn it. Oh.
But to wrap up for me... Oh yeah, go ahead.
People should make bets to see how far I get into this show.
Yeah. But anyway, to wrap up for me, I think I would definitely love it. I would adore it if these weren't so
the cutesy
moe.
stuff was gone.
If it wasn't such a moe show, if they were like actual high school girls, because they are in high school. They look like they're in high school, right? Clearly,
high school.
Yeah,
they look like high school moe. Yeah.
So, well, I think some of them
sarcasm, but
are kind of graduated, but still there.
Yeah.
They're past the age.
Either way, I like the show. I don't like the contrast, but I still like the show. And one last thing, I desperately want to know the teacher. So,
is
she alive?
Yeah.
So,
we all
gonna
want
say
to know.
My thoughts on the matter. There is a teacher in this show who's also the sister of the main girl who is having the delusions about real life going on. I personally think the teacher is also a figment of her imagination.
Yeah.
I think it's part of her. I think it's part of her subconscious that actually realizes that the zombie apocalypse is going on.
Well, see,
and that
here's the thing that really backs that up. I think it was episode 2. The sister, was randomly in front of the door before the girls went out to get more provisions.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do that in a zombie apocalypse normally.
No.
You stay together and you kind of do things as a group. You don't have one person by yourself go out in front and say, "Oh, hey, the door is safe. Let's go through."
The other girls also never talk to her unless
it seems like they forget about her. Then they said, "Oh yeah,"
unless she's introduced by the
I'm
crazy.
They never
very
actually,
concerned.
say much more to her than just
no, they just say
thank you
you for protecting her.
They never acknowledge her unless
acknowledge her.
Yuki acknowledges her.
Yep.
Yeah. But as you can see in the past, they did acknowledge her.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, because as I said in episode 3, it shows the day of. but most of that is actually told from the teacher's perspective.
Yep.
So she was obviously alive up to that point, but it's most
She was a
likely
person who existed.
Yeah, she
I think all the person.
died between-
I think all the person she's imagining existed. Like they were alive.
Well, yeah, because in that first episode, they did show the collar of that
The
one
collar
girl.
the girl was wearing all torn up on
Right,
her
yeah.
desk.
I don't think that she makes it. I definitely don't. She's probably already gone from the perspective of the first episode, but I really don't want her to show up again as a zombie. So
that'd be great.
That would suck.
that would terrify me
I'm
right
still
now.
50-50. Still 50-50. 50%
That's how the
thinks
show
that
ends.
The Figment. 50%
Oh, God.
thinks that
She
real.
dies by the hands of her sister.
Yes.
You know,
Or
they
she
did-
kills her sister and then finally takes on the world.
See, the thing is, everything could be just a figment of the one girl's imagination. To be quite frank.
Oh, everything.
Yeah, we don't know. That's the thing.
Actually,
Yeah, that's true.
in the opening, like at the very end of the opening animation, when they're all supposed to be in the club room, and then it goes to show the outside. The only one you can actually see is Yuki from that perspective.
Mm.
So that actually might lend some credence to that too.
The whole show is a dream.
Yeah, that's also
Or Yuki's the only survivor.
Well,
Yeah.
It's one of the more interesting
we
shows.
proved,
It really
we
is.
proved a few things. Oh, I want to say it. I can't because it's inappropriate. I'll say it after the cast, guys. So let's just move on. You know,
just
let's move on.
teasing
Alright.
everyone.
Yeah, let's just
Alright,
move on.
so
guys.
moving on to Gangsta.
Yeah, let's move on to Gangsta.
Gangsta.
All right,
I've been enjoying this one a lot.
another top show. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's, one of everybody's top shows.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Nah,
Not really for me.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh,
Alright,
Kami, you're right.
alright,
I'm
no,
on your
please
side.
do.
I'm on your side.
Talk.
I don't know. It's just another show for me. Like, I don't have anything. I'm not invested in this show at all.
I'm not invested in it either. At all.
This is not as worse as BBB because it's not like people aren't saying it's the savior of anime.
Savior.
And it's not as pretentious, I feel.
It is good in its own right, but it's good. That's all there is to it. There's nothing more. There's nothing less to it.
Here's the thing. I really liked the first episode. It was a great introduction to the world of them actually doing something. It got us accustomed to the two main characters from saving the prostitute.
Hmm.
And then it felt like after that, episode 2 and 3, it's just like the charm fell off. I don't know. It just seemed just so average.
I've been kind of feeling
Yeah. I
that.
don't.
But then
disagree
episode
with that.
4 just picked it right back
the
up.
charm kind of fading. I've
Yeah.
still been enjoying it though. I think
It's like
3 in particular is when I felt it was dropping off the most. There was a lot of teasing at backstory, and the characters who were introduced, like at the brothel, weren't as interesting as I felt the doctor who was introduced in the second episode.
Doctor's great.
Hmm. I am still interested and invested in the show and seeing where it is. Like, the most recent episode showed like their background as kids and how they met, and it seems like one of the main guys. It's about like 2 handymen, is what they're called, and they basically get calls to do a variety of deeds, from like delivering medicine to
Cleaning up messes.
cleaning up messes.
It makes some prostitutes.
Like the cops will call them and have them deal with different gangs, and one of them, he's deaf, but he seems to have some sort of superpower or some sort of power that's still not
I would
clear.
say he's like a genetically engineered.
Yeah, genetics
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
Called Twilights. There's still not a lot of information on that, and
Episode 4 that gives a good share of information though.
yeah,
Yeah.
Saying how
there was a lot in the
genetically-
most recent one.
Yeah. How if their parents have it, then they're most like the child is most likely going to have it. It increases their physical abilities, but then it shortens the lifespan.
Yep.
Things like that. So that's why I liked episode 4 so much, because it actually, progressed the story. We got to learn more about the Twilights, and
I thought it was interesting how they did that too, because it was during a flashback, and it was
yeah.
like the other
It was
guy
much
who,
needed.
his partner who isn't a Twilight, it was showing him as a kid in school learning about it, and was showing off like his photographic memory too. Like,
Yeah.
so it was
That's cool.
showing off his abilities, his childhood, and giving background at the Twilights all in the same time.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
thought that was a good use of time.
And the opening and endings are very good. I'll
Yes.
just say
Yes.
Yeah, yes, they
that.
are.
Close off.
Yeah, I really like the animation for this one. The fights have been very well done.
Mhm.
There's been a lot of world building so far in terms of things, and then it's a lot of, I wouldn't say political corruption, but there's definitely some sort of organization that is working under the scenes, which is, I don't know, it's interesting. I mean, you see it a lot, but still.
Any other thoughts?
No.
Nope.
Oh,
Looking forward to it.
it's gonna be good.
It'll be a good fight, yeah.
That's the most I could say for the show. I'm looking forward to just that fight. After that, then I feel like it's gonna be a little bit stale. Let's do something else that's pretty entertaining, then coast back. But we'll see.
I feel like it hasn't sat back yet, so we'll see.
Oh, episode 2 and 3. But so next.
Okay.
All right, so Gatchaman crowds insights.
Yep.
Been enjoying this one a lot.
It's definitely not as weird as the first season of Gatchaman crowds. I'll say that much.
I feel like the first season of Gatchaman Crowds like set all the characters up as like as heroes to protect the city. Like they set up the idea of each person having an app on their phone called Crowds, which will let them like just summon a random like beast to any location. So I feel like this season is really like
All the characters are a little strange.
yeah,
None more
You could
strange
say.
than Hajime.
Hajime's
the
so
main
weird.
character who's a very
I can't
energetic.
I can't help thinking that the show would be better without her, but it wouldn't
I
be the
don't-
same.
I don't see how the show could have worked without her.
Yeah,
She was just such a focal point of everything.
She's so energized, and she's very blunt about everything, though. So that
Yeah.
she lets on that she obviously understands what's going on, and she doesn't necessarily always act like it, but she definitely understands everything.
She is very not afraid to go against any sort of set conventions if she doesn't feel like they're right. But more about the second season now.
Yeah.
It's had a bit of a setup for the first two episodes, like introducing a new Gatchaman and an alien, who are like helping as heroes, setting up their characters a bit, and also introducing the new threat, which is like
The red
red crowds, yeah, who are controlled by like a terrorist group against everyone being able to use crowds attacking people. And I
Yep.
feel like this one is like wasted no time getting into action and a lot of the meat of the show.
I feel like there's been a lot of slow points that have been usually about, they're using one of the television shows usually to try to give that sort of inside or outside perspective of how everyone's feeling, and that's kind of how the show is. It's all about how all these other people are reacting to the crowds, and
Yeah.
are they good, are they bad for society, and it's all about the I don't know, prime minister, I think, prime minister who is believing in this because of what happened in first season, and he's risking a lot on this, while other people are starting to go against him because of the actions of the red crowds.
Yeah, a big thing that supports that is the alien who's like visiting Earth. She has the power to like show people's emotions above their head.
It's such a weird but interesting power. It's like, how do you make this work? And yet somehow it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then apparently,
Yep.
The last episode, yeah, where not today's episode, but where Rui got his book stabbed.
Their book is what summons their Gatchaman armor and is kind of like a lifeline. If that's stabbed, it's like stabbing you. It also has an amazing soundtrack. Speaking of which,
yes, especially the opening and the ending songs, they're both amazing.
They are good. Pongo, what did you think of Rui not wanting to be saved, wanting to talk about this, despite the villain being quite clear with his intentions that he's not going to back down?
By quite clear, you mean stabbing him multiple times?
That's pretty quite clear, if I would say.
Yeah, I think it's... I can't really tell. I thought at the end of the first season he was starting... Like, he was very, like, on his own and not willing to trust people, but I thought he had started to get over that and, like, trusting other people to help him.
Yeah.
But
I think he's very stubborn about his ideals and his goals, and he's not willing to let go of them. And
I think it's understandable that he hasn't changed 100% right away, that he's still growing to trust people. So
I just still, in that kind of situation, he pretty much could have died.
Yes.
And would have accomplished nothing.
Verge of death.
Not even a martyr. He's dead.
He would have been martyrish.
He just died.
I don't think he would have been martyrish because that bad guy, what's his name? His plan would have been accomplished either way. So
it already was accomplished. Yeah.
Yeah. The only plan he really had was trying to make people fear the crowds.
Yeah.
All right. So should we move on to the next show then?
So,
Yep.
Gate.
Gate.
Haha.
Gate.
Okay. Well, it started out with 33-year-old otaku going to a Duzen circle. Then everything's all fine, right? So, but it quickly shifts to dragons and knights attacking the town. So basically, from the jump, Gate had a really... Me and Gate weren't friends. I didn't like it from how awkward the transitions were. And it was just overly lackluster to me in the first episode, the second episode, but then the third episode. You know, they introduced Rory, and from then, it got better. It did get better.
The Lori made it better, right?
The Lolita.
Lolus make
Rory.
everything better.
I've
Rory
only seen
Mercury,
the first two episodes, and I was
the Lolita. And
very,
Apostle.
very bored with it. I have heard it has gotten better, though.
I enjoyed it.
Well, you are the
enjoyed
main
it from the
character.
start. No, I'm not the main character. I'm not in the
There's
JSD.
nothing wrong with being the main character. Okay, there's a compliment. You got three. You got an elf, an apostle, and a mage.
It's pedophilia, though.
You got it. You made it.
Yeah. I've really enjoyed this show from the start, but I'm very interested in the idea of modern fantasy, having these medieval fantasy worlds collide with our modern world. And sure, so far it's been kind of a slaughter by modern world advances.
Hell yeah.
But it looks like there's a lot more behind this, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a mounting offensive by the fantasy world pretty soon. So
This just makes me think of Outbreak Company before like at the very start of what happened.
Mhm. You're right.
Very serious, though.
But I feel like they treat the deaths and all those like serious tones. They don't accentuate it enough. I feel because like, oh, this village just died. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Did you watch the last episode where the entire village of the elves was wiped out?
Yeah.
episode
Yeah.
4.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah,
Four.
four.
From this point on, there's not going to be as much battles. It's more political stuff now. After this,
You know, I think I prefer that.
which is
completely
great.
honest, yeah.
I think the politicalness of what's going to happen is going to be much better than just having one side with machine guns kind of owning the other side with just bow and arrows.
Yeah.
Not that that's not great to see by itself. I'd love to see.
We already got our enjoyment from that.
Yeah.
We need to move on from that. Just the complete slaughter.
The king's being the political stuff behind that, where he basically sent out all of his non-supporters to go fight and be slaughtered by this enemy. That was very interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, and then sending his own daughter.
But
Well,
he
he
was
didn't
doing
like
that to
his
get rid of
daughter.
traitors. He was doing that to get rid of the traitors in his own land.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Basically using the army to do it. To do his dirty work.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
it's a great political
smart.
move.
It is
Yeah.
smart. It is. It's very smart.
So I'm interested to see more of that, definitely. So. Oh, I also like the style for the animation usually. How they have these usually slanted lines basically whenever it's a big sort of scene where you can tell that they've put a little more work into. Like when the dragons show up or the tanks are going or anything like that, they have these slanted lines.
Okay.
Nobody else see this?
Slanted lines.
Nobody see this?
Okay.
Sure. I like the style. Whatever.
Another good point about the show is another one with amazing opening.
Yes, okay. Yeah. Igurome. It's a very good opening. No.
Tank going through the
The
tunnel.
ending's okay.
It's okay, but opening you can't really beat that.
Yeah, the opening's
But yeah, Rory's hot, so I think I'm done. Okay.
Alright, so God Eater.
God Eater.
God Eater. God Eater.
I like the animation of God Eater.
No, well, sort of, yeah. Unfortunately, it's not unlimited story rating works.
I wish the money from
been
Unlimited
2
Budget Works was in
episodes.
Rokka instead.
Passion.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. I don't know. I played the game for this. When did it come
Has
out?
anyone else played the game?
2010.
I have not played the game. I really wanted to, but I have not played the game.
It's
I heard it was a
typical
Monster Hunter kind of
Yeah,
game.
it's a Monster Hunter game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not a big fan of Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter with a blank slate of a protagonist.
It's like I just like the designs for the characters. That might be why I want to play it so bad.
It's
Yeah.
a great design for sure. And the animation's top notch as always from
It's a
the
very
table.
pretty show.
It's
But that's
pretty, but
Beyond
So
that,
That's all it has. That's all it has so far.
pretty much.
You don't like
Uh,
pretty?
I like pretty. I just like a little more behind the pretty.
Yeah,
I think the story's doing fine.
and the main character, I don't like him at
He's so blank slate.
all. Well, yeah,
He's blank stay with an objective. I don't know.
I mean, he's probably the main character in the game, so that's probably, why, but...
If he was acting like this, you call him boring. If he's acting uppity, you call him annoying. You know, you gotta pick one.
no, because the main character in the game.
Then you
at
said he's like
least-
Eren.
The main character in the game at least finished the training before going out in the field.
But he's needed, it seems. It seems like he's really needed.
I don't think he was needed.
He was just there.
He's a new
No.
type. He's him and the girl that's going to be introduced next episode.
She's-
Well, better introduced next episode.
Well,
They're new types.
He's a new type, but he doesn't know how to use his weapon yet.
That means he's a
He's a
noob.
Yeah, he is a
But
noob.
he's been practicing.
he needs to at least
Not with that weapon, though.
at least complete the training first, you idiot. Learn how to use your weapon, then go
Right.
kill things.
I think the new girl is gonna make or break this show for me.
I actually can't remember how she was at the start of the game. She most likely your typical tsundere.
She seems sassier than regular Tsundere, but yeah. More confident.
Nobody's a better god eater than her, apparently. She does have a pretty nice outfit, though.
I do like her outfit a lot.
Alright. Clearly there's not much more to talk about so far.
Probably
There's only
not.
been 2 episodes.
And so, Himouto, Umaru-chan.
Okay.
This is
This show I
another
was very excited for.
another
I've
one
seen
I'm
very
not
little
watching.
of this.
I was
I
excited
watched
for it
it-
because it just looks adorable. That's basically it.
She has a very adorable
No.
pout. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
Dat
Pout
pout.
is top tier. I know that for a fact.
I don't know. I'm not too invested in this anime though.
But yeah, her chibi form is just really hilarious and cute to me. Let's see. Other than just being a cute show, there's not anything too. It's just a refreshing show to watch for me. I like Umaru. I like the brother.
Wait, go.
Ebina's cute.
Sorry. Do you have a sister? Little sister?
Do I have a little
Yeah.
sister? No.
Oh god, you don't know the pains of having a little sister then.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I
It's
do.
all my fantasy.
They look
So.
like they'd be fun.
No,
Yeah.
they're not.
Yeah.
Nope.
They're not.
Well, I'll never know. But
Well,
yeah, so like I was
that's a
saying,
good thing.
Ebina's cute, you know. And how about this new girl, Kirie? She is very cringeworthy to me.
She's kind of
Calling
psychotic.
Umaru.
She's psychotic.
Well,
Not really yandere though. She's just very bad at communicating her emotions.
It was awkward just watching her. Oh man. Calling Umaru little sister,
Ebina's the only
master, and
reason.
everything. Yeah.
I was sold on this show as someone told me it was Ora emo without incestual vibes.
Who told you that?
Yeah,
I don't
because
remember, but it's not
I also
quite
heard this.
that.
it's not.
There's some similarities. I mean, with the otaku sort of stuff, but I mean, she's not playing arrow games like Kirano, but
He's not giving. It's about giving sister life counseling. He's not doing that in the slightest.
it's interesting that she has the ability to chibi-eyes, but
Yeah.
I don't know. If
I like that a
I
lot.
can say, I like the protagonist in, not the protagonist, the brother in this way better than Orimo brother.
well, we know what decision Kyosuke already makes. So
Oh, it's not-
we
it's
have,
not the decision.
We have a grudge
That's
against.
one.
It's not the decision or anything about that. It's just he's much more reliable, to be honest.
Reliable.
I don't know how I
So
would have put
you're saying
it.
Kyosuke's not reliable?
Yeah, he's pretty much her slave.
Right.
I think the reason why I say reliable is because he has a job.
That could be.
Yeah,
You're gonna. Oh, he should.
Well,
yeah. Gotta pay the bills, man.
He's trying to help his sister grow up, but she's just so damn stubborn.
You know what? She has the grades. She can do what she wants.
That is true.
That's how I see it.
That is true. But you know,
I love this.
yeah. Go ahead.
I
Bud.
love this scene where she, in front of Ebina, basically goes into her tantrum and becomes her chibi-eyed self, and
Right in front of Ebina.
and Ebina doesn't notice whatever, but she's got this huge thing about not showing her chibi and otaku sort of stuff in front of everyone. She has this perfect model idea or personality whenever she's out in public, and then that one time she just lets it get out of control,
hmm
and that was just ridiculous.
Yeah. Definitely like the show though a lot.
It's fun.
No zombies in the background hidden.
Yeah,
whoa,
it's
Gold,
nice.
you don't know that. You don't know that, Gold.
I don't know that. You're right.
There have been zombies in the games that they've been playing, so
That is true.
I noticed that.
Quick to pick up on zombies.
It's not hard to miss them.
Need more zombies.
No, no, we can just pass them.
Jitsu wa watashi wa.
And
I am so happy. You don't understand. I was expecting defrag levels of autism and no get no life levels of randomness, and I didn't get either of them.
I like
Aw.
defrag. I like defrag.
I love
I love
defrag.
defrag.
I like defrag a little bit, but you know it is a very autistic show. That's all I can say. But that's what I was expecting.
I could give you that.
Yeah.
I'm
The
indifferent
thing
again.
about this show, it's just like standard rom-com.
How is this?
I love rom-coms.
Yeah, okay, it is a standard
Yeah.
rom-com.
But all they have secrets.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, secrets.
I don't know.
Some of them are.
It comes to a point
I'm-
where standard rom-coms is good that it's coming back. You don't have any hidden crap that's attached to it, and it's just straightforward. But then you also think about it.
It's boring.
Does it make it boring? Does it make it bland?
I think this show's calming. I don't say boring. I say calming.
Calming?
That's fair, actually. I would go with Gold on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably leaning more
not
towards
doing anything
that.
too extravagant. Not doing anything too iffy.
It's
a semi-entertaining show.
I want to say it's not gonna. It's
I
not
can
taking
watch
any
it and-
risks.
Enjoy myself.
He's not taking any risk. You're right.
and it's
Yeah.
just playing it safe. It's all the standard. It's just hitting all the buttons, but
Mhm.
I don't think it's hitting the right buttons to be like, oh my god, it's that show. It's going to be so good, kind of a thing.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
it's just been funny. I mean,
That's why I like it.
Yeah,
That's why I don't like it.
Oh, you don't like it? You don't like standard?
you want everything to be above and beyond.
I just thought it was so standard that it was just boring. That's what I thought about it.
And what I was hearing though is that people were comparing it to Rosario Vampire. I think that's probably the stupidest thing I've heard for the past week. Am I right? Like, are you
you're right.
crazy?
Jitsu is way better.
In which part?
Oh,
What
you're a
part?
funny guy.
Ouch! Ouch! Ouch!
How
Rosario
are they comparing it?
Just well, I can't even compare.
Shots
we put this off
fired.
too long. We put this off too long.
How are they comparing it?
I think
Monster
they're saying
Harem.
how the two main girls are similar. Ooh, because they're vampires. Really? Is that all you have to go on?
Vampire First Girl.
They're not similar in the slightest. One is about a main character with a harem who protects him from this monster school while he's in this monster school. Another one is a kid who's keeping secrets from for his harem, basically.
That's just getting.
Keeping
I think
secrets
that's
from
just getting into the nits and gritties of it. I mean, it's a vampire. Like, I guess that's what they're comparing it on.
So that's all they're thinking about is ooh, vampire, Rosario Vampire. Like,
I mean, you
really?
can do that. You can do that with any single anime, like Shuffle. They're demons and the gods and all that stuff.
Mhm.
It's a different class. It's
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
just say that blue hair is the best one. For
Okay, best girl for me. If you're gonna be like, what? Best girl for me is a childhood friend. I like her a lot.
Oh.
I don't know. I think
The glasses
Really?
one?
I felt she was
yeah,
kind
that's-
of.
yeah.
She is not
Yeah.
your kind of type at all.
Yeah,
I like
really.
her. It's funny
You'd be
'cause
more of the vampire type.
from the cover, I was like, you know what? She's gonna be it because she looks like the less. All right, first of all, this cover of Jitsuwa, the preview cover,
Oh, he's
is
biased.
awful. It's very awful, and she looked like the less. She was looked like the less bad one.
She looks the less
Okay,
bad.
you know what?
Oh my!
The less bad.
That's how we're quantifying good and bad. It's just
Yes.
the less
They
bad.
all
one.
look horrible. She looks bad, but she doesn't look as bad as them. And I
Uh,
decided she's gonna be best girl, and she turned out to be really, really entertaining for me.
I think
I like
that's
her a
more of
lot.
a that's a more of a mindset thing, in my opinion.
I think
Good.
she still has the weirdest secret. Like,
Her glasses.
Hers is
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
Hers is
her
very
glasses talk
Yeah.
to her. I don't understand that at all.
weird. It's the god of fortune.
Why is it in her glasses?
Oh, it doesn't have to. It could be in anything. Like
She
it could have
takes
been like a
care of her glasses,
keychain
so the god
or
of fortune also
whatever,
taking care of Pongo.
right?
She was like
Alright.
bending her glasses though, and the thing was reacting as though it was being bent. So I mean, I think it's the best.
I mean,
The first time there's any.
I mean, mythological gods have taken refuge or taken shape in lots of different things. For example, Zeus has been rain, golden rain, and golden cloud. This is just side facts, but
Very classy.
But the analogy here, the point is, gods take form in any different shape. Like, it could be a keychain or anything. Like, it could have been like
Right.
Assassination Classroom. It could have been manifested into a phone and projected as a cute little girl. It just chose to be glasses.
Pretty sure a god was a keychain in Mirai Nikki. So
Yeah, that's something like
Look,
that.
but to close off for me, I think when we get further into the show, I'm really gonna start liking the pink-haired girl. She looks adorable. Not in the preview
Pink-haired
image,
girl?
but
The long-haired one?
okay,
Oh, no, the
The-
one in the back.
yeah, the pink-haired one with the horns. I think I'm gonna like her.
the most lolly looking one. Yeah.
Oh,
If you say so.
I am waiting for purple hair as well.
That's a. I'm not gonna spoil it. So
Have you read the manga for this? Gold?
I have not, but I can
Okay.
definitely anticipate by looking from the opening. I can definitely anticipate something. Just look at some of her scenes. Aside
Okay.
from her, lewdness.
Nope, not besides the.
I was turned off from the manga for obvious reasons.
Nope.
Nope.
That I
I
won't
think
mention.
That's what
Although
style,
there's
yeah.
the
all
pinky ears.
They
all
always
manga
do.
readers are like that. All visual
Yeah.
novel readers are like that.
If it's not a cardboard, if it's not
A
just
carbon copy.
carbon copy of it, then it's nope. They won't like it.
I'm starting
It's
to
a
think I
failure.
should stop reading manga before if there's getting an adaptation because
Yeah.
it's so much easier
So is it.
to watch an anime and then read the manga afterwards. Because then you can usually add off it because they take stuff out in the anime usually.
Yeah, but the thing is, I sort of do it during, like for Master Musume, I read it like the first 3 chapters, then I watched like the first episode, and I felt the same reading it as I did watching it. Again, I think it comes from experience. I don't know. That's just me. I'm the same. Whenever I read a manga, I like what the anime is doing. If it's not like crazy different. But okay.
Dandelion.
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 No,
Dandelion.
Jokamachi no Dandelion.
So,
Jokamachi no
Dandelion.
Dandelion.
Is a pretty fun show.
Yeah. I know.
It's an okay show.
I don't know.
It's my problem with it is it's cute, but
Mhm.
it's just cute.
So
I
your
think
problem,
it is cute,
your,
but
your
the
problem
part of it
is
annoying.
your problem with it is it's cute, and you don't have a problem because of it. It is cute.
No, it's
just cute.
Pros
yeah,
are cute.
all it is
Cons
is
are cute.
It's cute. I mean, there's not much depth to it.
Well, I know.
I think
I
the
think there needs to
powers
be that,
are
though.
interesting. How they use
The
them.
powers would be interesting if they did something interesting with them.
Please, these powers are like a bunch of people. Like, let's take a bunch of us. Like, get a drink and say, get a piece of paper. Oh, what kind of powers do you want for this girl?
What's a superpower?
These are like drunken powers that anyone can think of, really.
Someone really had fun when they were just like, how can we make this lolly an adult?
Let's give her the power to make anything grow, but only for a day.
But she's mostly going to use it on herself, so it doesn't matter.
She wants to wow people with her adult body. Ooh.
She's such a ditz too. She
Best girl
becomes an
being best
idol,
girl, I
and then she
guess.
just
Hmm.
she becomes an idol, and then she forgets the whole reason she becomes an idol.
Yeah, she's extremely clueless, even though she's the best girl. She's extremely clueless, and she's perfect because of that.
These
Even the
things are
ditzy
just
girls.
proving to be true and true time and time again.
Yeah, hey, I'm telling you, she's clueless, automatic, best girl.
I'll just say that
Down in my
the
mind.
first episode is very. They put all the characters in at once, so it puts you off a
Yeah.
little bit. But
After that, once
After-
it starts focusing on them more, like individually or in pairs,
Yeah.
I've been liking it more.
yeah, it splits up a little bit and focuses on focuses on individual character groups basically, and it's really strong in that sense. It's cute, but it has a little more going to it than just cute.
I think all in all, Dandelion is a pretty fun and entertaining show.
For me, it's a very refreshing show to watch. That's really good.
it's
Yes.
that healing anime.
It's just an anime, guys.
Should watch this after Gakkou Gurashi.
Yeah.
It's not on the Rock'em Sock'em amazing list, but
No.
It's
It's fun. It's
Claimed it
nice
was.
and lighthearted. It's fun.
It's just something to watch,
I don't know. I think
something to enjoy.
I think in this season, I think there are better lighthearted ones out there than Dandelion.
Okay.
I don't know. I actually think this one is probably one of my favorites this season. Not like top 5, but maybe like top 10 or so.
Dandelion? Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. I have him like
Oh, that
top
high.
15, you know.
All I have to say is that Akame is a redhead, and she has twin tails. So she.
Oh wait, actually, here's a question
No,
for you.
she's annoying.
Here's a
annoying.
question for you,
She's annoying.
Aiden.
You're annoying.
I'm sorry.
Do you like her
apologize.
twin tails low or high?
Very good question.
Why
Getting
can't,
to-
why can't she just turn into tail red so she can morph into one or the other?
Did you freak out when she became a kid?
That's absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. I have absolutely no idea why you would suggest that.
Because raisins.
No, she's clearly she's my least favorite for sure.
Her and Kanade.
Hana, I'm sorry.
Gotta be. Her and
But-
Kanade.
She's fine.
Kanade's my
I
favorite.
feel
yeah.
apathy towards her.
Oh, really? So, why is she your favorite?
She has, I don't know, she's more mature than the rest of the group so far.
Is she the,
and I really like her power.
Is she the green
Oh.
one? The second?
She's the one who is the investor. She is the black-haired
The black-haired one who
sister.
wouldn't even walk with her sister to school.
She's a
What
jerk
great
and a
sister.
meanie.
Yeah, she's a jerk.
She's sassy. It's okay.
Please,
Yeah,
the
to be honest-
best girl is the oldest sister. Come on, guys.
Well, to be
The blue hair?
honest,
Yeah.
when
That's not Hikari. She's not even blonde.
Doesn't matter if she has blonde. She's still good. I don't discriminate against girls based on their hair colors.
Non-blondes.
They just get a head start, you know?
Yeah, blondes just simply get a head start.
Yeah, okay. So, prison school.
not even gonna mention that other one, right?
Well, I want to say to the audience,
What
just to
other
remind
one?
you, I think none of us have seen it, so we don't want to.
well, of course,
say-
it's Shonen Ai.
Well, not
also
just
Dean.
because it's Shonen Ai or Dean,
And, yeah,
Never cared about this show. I just like it's Dean.
but yeah,
Shonen Ai by Studio Dean. 2 strikes, you're out.
Higurashi's been out a while, so they haven't really made anything as good as Higurashi, and they probably never will. So
Hey, they made the first version of Fate Stay Night.
they made Samurai X2.
it's not our
Alright.
thing.
Alright, so prison school.
Prison school. Oh man, I remember I was saying Classroom Crisis was the worst show of the season. Prison School is the best show of the season.
I will say this, okay?
Wow.
I will say
Okay.
this, just real fast.
All right.
If your cleavage is like sticking out that big, just get a bigger
Oh my
shirt.
God.
Just get a bigger shirt. Come on. It's not that hard
Oh
to
my god.
Okay, but yeah, back prison school. It almost sent me to the hospital. It literally almost my heart just started to ache because I was laughing that much that I was fearing for my life. When I got to episode 3, I was scared to click play because I thought I would laugh and then put myself in the clinic.
Maybe you should watch
It
it
was
with
that
someone,
serious.
Gold. You should watch it with a friend. You know, we don't want you to kind of go out on us.
Like I don't want to die. I'm scared. I'm actually scared. It's so funny. I'm scared to watch it.
So you're
need to get
saying
life
that
alert.
this anime is so good it can kill you.
It's so good it can kill you.
We'll put it on your headstone.
Oh.
Raving.
Yes, I almost died from episode 2. Episode 3, thankfully, I took it step by step. I paused it at those funny scenes, like the bathroom scene.
You went out and
Oh
took
my
a
God.
stroll to calm
I
down.
paused, I laughed, I breathed, and I pressed play. That is the only way I can watch this show now. Because if I don't, I will die.
All right.
It is very funny.
Let it be.
It's got a lot to it.
Let
It has
it
a
be
lot of
known
funny
that
faces.
the show can kill you by laughter.
Let everyone be warned.
Mhm.
Not for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
Put a warning on this show.
Oh boy, just certain scenes like
8 times.
it's about like what 7?
Oh.
Oh my.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah,
This
well,
is like
7. I didn't watch.
Insomnus.
I only watched the 7, then I moved on to episode 2. I only watched episode 2 twice because I don't want to die, and I watched episode
Very
3
good.
once.
You've
Wow.
basically
It's all about
watched a
moderation.
whole season of anime.
Yeah, but
Then
it has funny scenes like them running to people on the girls. Him, oh man, the faces. Oh, the faces.
Very funny faces.
The faces kill me. Yeah.
oh
yeah.
god.
You know, this show reminds me. Do you know, I think why this show is so good? It's 4 bros that are just trying to tough it out. Really.
Mhm. Yeah.
About the underdogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
4 bros being bros.
Yeah. You gotta be a bro, man. Bros before.
Maybe that's why I didn't really care for it. I'm not a bro.
Why are you the hook?
You're an old man.
Oh my god. We had a black comedy in the show. Beautiful.
I love how they get so pissed when he like stops them from getting beaten.
Yeah.
It's just
That's what they're crazy
it's such an interesting group of characters like
Yeah.
that.
Very interesting.
I like how
We
he.
have our general, yours truly. We are the main character being a main character. He gets all the spotlight.
Oh, no,
Andre with his tiny face.
Araragi.
No,
Yeah.
no, one of the best things was how everyone turned their back on the protagonist when
Oh,
he
yeah,
stopped
definitely.
him from getting hurt. It's like, dude, don't stop me. I was enjoying that.
So we have the hooded dude with his
That's what I'm
ulcers and his
saying.
aunt love. And we have the blonde. Who
Oh, the blonde is great.
misunderstands a very big thing. Oh man. Yeah. Those hemorrhoids.
God.
Mm-hmm. Did you see all the blood though?
Yeah, you should. They could die from that much blood loss.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
This is how Gold is dying.
Yeah. From when you do stuff like that, you know, you're asking for me to die.
Someone get Gold a blood transfusion.
Oh god. Prison school, everybody.
Okay.
Sky Wizards.
Yes.
Kusen
Madoshi.
Madoshi Kohosei no
something,
Kyokan.
something.
Not watching.
I'm watching it. I like it.
I'm watching it.
I'm watching it.
I watched episode 1. That was enough for me.
Watch for the main character.
I'm watching it for the blonde.
You would.
The blonde,
I'm watching it for the harem aspect.
she's probably the best so far. But there's not, I just don't feel like there's a standout girl, really.
It's funny. I like all of them actually. I like
Yeah,
all.
they're
even
not bad.
I like all 3 of them.
I
think they're
like
all
the
fine.
who's the girl who suggested him to be the teacher? And anyways, she's not bad at it.
No, she's not bad.
Yeah,
All of
yeah.
them. All
None
of
of them are really bad, I
Yeah.
just don't think they're standout.
Well, the series is not very standout.
The main character is.
No, he's not.
He doesn't give a shit about anything.
I like the main character. I don't think he's like amazing, but I do like the main character.
He does care.
I mean,
like he has a sense of what he's doing and how he's going to accomplish certain things.
yeah, but I mean, like in the first episode where he gets called a pervert by all 3 of them, and he just shrugs it off like it's nothing, and like they're all just yelling and screaming, and he just walks around where like she trips, she throws her jam toast on his crotch, and then he just takes his pants off and just walks around without his pants on for the whole first episode, basically.
Hmm.
I don't really think that's the kind of things that make him great. I just like how he does. Alright, you already mentioned that he cares. I like that part. I like how he's not too uppity on them. I just like how straightforward he is. That's what I like. He's a straightforward main character.
He's very forthright. Word of the day.
Plus, he put them in some interesting outfits in the latest episode.
Shawn gets it.
The bunny and maid outfits are. Oh, I felt so bad for the blonde.
I love the blonde.
I like the blonde.
She was top-notch cute that day.
She was trembling the whole time.
Well, no, I mean that's just fear, like stage fright. You got to get over it.
And that's what he was teaching her.
Roscoe's bum rushed her.
Face her worst fear, which is not interacting with people. But, and then they drag the redhead into it too, because she tries to help out the blonde. So.
Well, no, the thing is, he planned it, and then the blonde dragged her in, which was
Yeah. That's why he had the extra outfit, right?
Yep. Which is nice.
That's why I
But
say
that-
she's not a redhead. That's pink.
Okay.
Are you
Completely different.
Okay, Aiden, I'm sorry. How dare I?
You do know that.
Here is
You
pink.
do know that
Here is
pink
red.
is a shade of red, right?
It's
not red, it's
not
light
pink.
pink.
It's lightish red.
Yeah, whatever. All three of them are cute. Who cares?
No. There was a difference between pink and red.
I just want to say that my favorite part of the last episode though was the ice cream man, where
Oh, he cried.
he
Yeah.
cried.
He tears. I felt for him. Yeah.
Oh no, I feel bad for the dude too.
Yeah,
felt so
man.
bad.
Wasted his ice cream.
I mean, your hard work is like.
He scooped that ice
On the
cream
ground.
with love to just get it wasted.
It made the whole show worth it right there in that moment.
Are you okay there, Bio? Do you need a ambience?
Oh, I'm fine.
Do you need to have an ambience called for you?
No, there's no zombies. We're good.
Tears just streaming down his face. Ever so slightly. Okay, but anyway, to end it off, all in all, this is a light novel harem.
Yes.
That's
It's
really
very,
the best way to
very
describe
generic.
it.
Yep.
But as a person who is a harem god watcher, I like it enough to continue.
I like the light novel harems. I don't know. I just get something out of them usually, unless they're complete crap like the dragon one. Which one was that?
Chaos Dragon?
No, that's a different
Oh.
sort of thing.
Seikon no Dragon
Dragon Crisis. Dragon Crisis.
The
The
no,
blonde
no,
volley?
no,
Dragon
the
Hour
one
Academy.
with Echo. Yeah.
The
Dragon
Dragon
Air?
Hour
Are you?
Academy.
Oh, Dragon Air.
Okay.
I won't say anything.
Yeah, I won't say anything.
Oh.
Monster Musume.
So we're skipping Lupin the Third.
I'm not
Okay.
watching it.
Has anyone been watching Lupin the Third? Has it even aired?
It hasn't aired.
Okay,
aired?
so we can't
Oh,
talk
alright,
about it.
so
the reason
skip
I
it.
skipped it.
Yeah, Monster Musume.
Alright, hold on. Monster Musume. I am not the biggest blonde lover on this show, so it's just so
I agree. She
Poor
is
quality
she is
blonde.
worst girl.
She is the
She's-
worst.
I don't know why
By
I
far
so hard
the
on
worst.
Syria. Here's something that I've been waiting to say, and I can finally say it. I freaking hate Mia so much. She
The snake girl.
is a whore. Straight
Wow.
up. Straight up. I do not like her at all.
Wait, are you
Wow.
using the word whore at its truest definition, or are you just calling her a whore for the sake of calling her a whore?
In its truest definition, that's what I feel she is.
They're all like that.
But she is the worst case. She is the worst case. I like when they're innocent. I like Poppy best. Even though she's kind of like, sometimes
She's
she
your
gets
girl.
there. She gets there sometimes.
She's your character.
But she's my character. She's very innocent.
No,
I don't like the way
Very
she
ditzy. Yes.
Well, yeah.
AK
she's
gets it.
she's a bird brain.
But again, Syria.
Well, she's a harpy. She's gonna be a bird brain.
Exactly. It makes
She's
sense.
Amir
right?
at 2.0.
But I don't really get this hate for Syria. I feel like she's a pretty decent character, at least better than Mia.
Well, I don't hate her. It's just that
Loyal.
I don't like her design.
there's
She's annoying.
even though she's blonde,
Annoying.
her status with all of the girls are kind of the same right now.
Oh,
that
okay.
that does not change.
Her
She's well endowed.
her design is unappealing to me. I don't know.
Because you can't. Never mind. They're just
That's not why.
Centaur comment.
I think it's
Centaur,
appealing.
I don't know.
It looks strange. I don't know. That's about all I can think.
She's a centaur.
She's a horse.
When you think about it, remember when they showed the
Oh, I
end,
know.
the end things with all the other centaurs? Did you find any of them attractive?
No.
Weren't those,
Okay,
weren't
so
those
it's
all, like,
Centaur.
all dudes?
No, I'm talking about like the end clip when they show like the different species under centaur.
Oh.
Those are interesting. I do like that they have they
Monster
have these
Encyclopedia.
different categories.
Whooped it off
Yeah.
from Rosario Vampire. But
Oh.
so Monster
These-
Musume, I feel, in general, I think it's a pretty plain harem so far. When it comes to like the story, it's pretty plain. I think we could all agree on that.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
the same as anyone.
It's all about seeing the main character get mobbed and strangled
Yeah.
and beaten
I
That-
really just look forward to
by
the
love.
to be quite frank.
See, okay, here, I'll just say this right
He's
now.
tough.
He's the main character.
If you're gonna watch this anime for him getting beat up and trying to get into these situations where they might do him, just watch an Arrow anime. You're gonna do yourself a lot of favor. Just watch an Arrow anime.
AK has
There are people who
spoken.
don't want to go that far. They want to see the build up, and that's it.
But no, Mia's probably my favorite so far. So
Who?
we'll go Mia.
But why?
Yeah, Smith's alright.
I do like Smith. I like Smith. But she's not one of the girls.
Poppy's too much of a ditz, and
It's
there
all
is.
about-
That's hard.
It's all about Sue.
Sue's the
We haven't
jello.
met her yet.
We are
Sue's the
Next
no.
episode.
Well,
Okay.
That's in 2-3 days.
Who's the
She-
pink-haired girl?
That is, I can't remember her name.
She's like a mermaid.
Yeah,
She's a mermaid,
She's a mermaid.
I think. Yeah, siren or something.
No, she's a mermaid, and apparently all the mermaids are obsessed with the not the Disney version, but like the original Little Mermaid story.
Oh, okay.
So she
They all want to become human.
yeah, she doesn't actually want to be with the main character. She wants to be NTR'd.
Uh
No one
oh.
wants to be
You
NTR.
Uh oh.
No,
we brought NTR into this.
She wants to be NTR'd. She wants a tragic love.
Okay.
Ah, it's okay. It's okay. I've been read. We'll talk about NTR at a different time. I'll show you guys.
NTR cast coming up.
NTR
Everyone,
cast.
be prepared. Yep.
Episode 2, the NTR. No.
That seems a bit soon.
Episode
Let's
3.
not scare off
Yeah,
our,
probably.
our
Give
new
it some time.
friends.
But either way,
New
Monster
viewers.
Musume for me, it's what I feel like I always look forward to is the ecchi. I don't know if that's the best thing to look forward to, but that's what I look forward to. The ecchi and the little
Ecchi.
monster.
I don't know. The
little
ecchi
monster
seems kind of
twist to
weird.
it.
I mean, they're not drawing certain things so they can not light bar it, censor it, which I don't know if I kind of like or don't like. I'm not sure.
They're working around it. Yeah. It's interesting.
To be honest, I'd rather have them like put the light bar light beams in.
Well, then you can get the Blu-ray cast.
Something like that. Yeah.
Non Biyori Repeat.
And
Exactly.
Yes. That
It's a
expression
repeat.
exactly how I feel about it.
It's
And
nice.
It's
I haven't
nice.
finished the first season.
It's
I haven't.
I haven't
the
finished the first season.
So.
I've seen the first 2 of this season.
it's
So-
nice. There's nothing amazing about
It
it.
is nice.
Right?
Cute girls doing cute things.
This is not even cute girls
had a-
doing cute things.
Cute things and
It had a
boring things.
pretty
Cute girls doing
intense
boring
ruler
things.
battle.
Is that what they call it? Yeah, there you go. Cute girls doing boring things.
I will get to this one probably, since I've been going on a conquest through cute girls doing cute things.
Oh, you haven't seen any of Non Biyori?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, good luck getting through those first 4 episodes.
It's okay. I got through Yuri Yuri somehow.
Oh, my lord.
I'll make it.
Did Non Biyori
because
like
Yuri
this
is
season put you to
fantastic,
sleep
yeah.
by?
No, it's not. It's bad.
It's so good.
Yeah, I
No.
mean, I give them that, but you know, it's something. Are we?
Bio didn't like this season almost put you to sleep.
It was I started playing Fire Emblem while I was watching it after a certain point just to get.
How are you gonna?
Wow.
That's
How do you
actually
plan on
not
catching
watching
up on
anime.
this?
That's really not watching. But
No, I would.
No, Bio,
I
I
would-
am condemning you right now. That is not watching the anime.
No, it was when it wasn't my turn. Usually, I would watch it, so I'd hit play when it wasn't my turn.
So I don't think we're going to say anything else about this, right?
Because it's so
Yeah,
straightforward.
Let's
It's boring.
move on to Overlord.
Nope.
Overlord. Best anime.
Madhouse.
For you? Best anime? Okay.
Well, the only reason why I say it's best anime is because he has a goddamn throne.
Oh, that throne.
Oh.
I love it. I like the throne.
Based throne.
Okay.
For the viewers out there that
I
who
thought-
don't know me that well, and I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I am very partial to characters with thrones, and he has a goddamn good throne.
Gilgamesh.
He has a throne and he has a scepter.
He does.
And he
Okay.
has a deadly waifu.
Sure.
Eh.
It's all about the throne. Those are just
Okay.
extras.
It's all about Albedo.
Alright, no, but for me,
Overrated.
Overlord, I think it's a pretty good show. I feel like it's Gate. We talked about Gate earlier. I feel like Gate is the poor man's Overlord. He has likable characters. The one aspect that I really love about Overlord is that they're so loyal to him. And that I just love that for some reason.
Well,
when characters are
I thought-
loyal to a specific character, I just love that.
But here's the thing
Yeah,
with that.
I like
Here's
that.
the loyalty thing. They're programmed to be loyal. They didn't actually. He didn't actually earn the loyalty. Does that?
Yeah.
Does that like Does that impact anything with your
But he
liking?
is the master.
It keeps me interested if it's going to change somehow.
I do want to see
Right.
how it progresses, though. Very much so.
Like the first episode, I thought was pretty boring when it was a lot of just him and monologuing about his
Situation.
being trapped inside of an online RPG MMO again.
Another one of those.
Again.
But once they introduced like all of his servants, I thought most of those characters were really interesting, and that's when I got interested in it.
I like
I think they're
the-
adorable.
I
All
like
the
the beetle
characters.
things. It's like he needs to have an heir. We're gonna serve the heir. And how we're gonna serve
Yeah.
the heir.
That loyalty. Yeah.
They're okay with it.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know.
no, I'm really enjoying this one.
Yeah, it's
It's-
pretty good.
Especially in the last episode with the Death Knight.
Oh,
Just
that was,
slaughtering
man,
soldiers.
Death
that
Knight.
was brutal.
I had to
It
say
was.
that
That was-
It's very brutal.
I've reading the manga a little bit. Compared to the manga, they're dragging this up a little bit more than I am than the manga. Because that scene, to be honest, took probably 5-8 minutes more than it should have. But that's
It's okay. It was totally worth it.
But to end off on the albedo debate, some hate her, some love her. I loved her in that first episode, but she kind of lacks. I kind of fell back after I saw how weird she was. I was like, whoa.
She's
Yeah,
yeah,
she's-
you're right. She's more my territory.
Oh,
I-
all right.
I'm-
I still
I'm
like her. Well, don't act like I don't like her. I do like her a lot, but not as much as I did.
She's
Completely
okay.
indifferent. I don't get it.
Yeah, and different.
because
I like her a lot, especially when she showed up and she's very intimidating, just very empowering. When she showed up in her armor, especially,
Good armor.
she could like just destroy that entire area.
She does not
in
like
an
humans. I'll
instant.
tell you that.
She just
her
Yeah.
presence engenders fear. Really, it just really engenders fear.
Not
Which
care
is
about
nice.
humans.
it's wonderful.
Rampo Kitan, the game of Laplace.
No one likes this.
Yeah.
I'm not watching this one.
Okay.
Just
I was thinking so hard about what I want to say about this.
I
And
know.
I came to the conclusion that this show is pushing a certain agenda that I just don't follow, and that is yaoi. This show
Oh.
is pushing a yaoi agenda. It really
That's
is.
the thing that threw it off. Well, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
to be honest, I think the guy, the glasses, his best friend is. I think he is gay. He
No.
does. He
Yeah.
certainly
No,
does
no,
do that.
no. This last
Could
episode.
be.
This last episode. You can't tell me they're not pushing a yaoi agenda. They had
No,
a camera
it's-
shot of this. How old is he again? 12?
Who? No.
are they that young? No.
No.
no, they're
I
high
thought they were in high
schoolers, aren't
school.
they?
They're in like the last year of middle school. They're
That's-
13.
Oh,
Looks like-
really?
He's
13,
13 at
what?
most. So yeah, they had a camera pan shot of his behind, and this glasses dude is staring at it. You cannot tell me they're not pushing our agenda when they dress up this kid like a girl. He looks like a girl. He has hips. Why does he have hips? That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, the main character looks very much like a girl.
Maybe he is a girl.
Trap.
He's a
That's my first-
He's a Yukimura.
No, it's a guy.
He is a Yukimura in disguise. We just all don't know yet.
So that's my first, like, about the show. I just, no.
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they didn't do that. That is very.
Huh.
That's very deliberate for one, but. Oh.
Maybe he is a Yukimura.
But on the cases, I felt the first case was interesting. Kind of ended lackluster. You know, it was sort of like, what? Like how?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It kind of
like
just ended.
Second case, I like the second case, but it kind of concluded really like rapidly. And we have this guy with a bag on his head looking like a Guilty Gear character.
I was okay with how it ended.
And,
The second case.
Third case, we have. That was the thing was it was sort of predictable, but it was a time where I was like, you know, who could it be? But it like 3/4 through, I was like, oh, it has to be him. So
As someone who dropped this show, I watched 2 episodes. The first episode, I felt like there was something there, and I was intrigued by a little bit of the first case. And then they continued with the case, and I just found that the reason behind all of the murder of the first case was just so absolutely stupid that I just could not keep with it.
there's a lot of very dumb things about the show.
All the characters in the show
Yaoi?
are insane.
Not in a good way.
Is there a good insane?
Yes, of course it's good.
Insanity is for geniuses. Sane people are the weird ones.
Yes, KK gets it.
I'm interested in the show. I feel invested to see where it's going. It's doing a lot of interesting things.
You're right about that. I'm interested by the show, but I'm not invested in it. But it does do some interesting things, like with the visuals. I like the little autopsy corner
visual.
they have. You know the autopsy corner they have with the
in the second
girl
episode.
beating up the
That was
whatever that thing
interesting.
is. Yeah, very good theatrics.
It's very
Other than that,
histrionic.
storyline, no.
They do something interesting, like with all the background characters. They're like just blank colors, like just outlines
These
of
outlines
people.
colors, yeah.
And then as they like become important to like the current case or something, they'll like turn into like actual drawn characters. It does interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that, yeah.
It does do interesting stuff. From a story standpoint, it's just not that strong to me in the slightest.
Not at all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Rokka no Yusha.
Here we go.
Another popular top show from people.
First of all, Passion, please find a way to get more money for this show, because, dear God.
It could be worse.
It could definitely be worse. But this latest episode, it was... In the first couple episodes, I mean, it's there, but you can brush by it. This latest episode, it was very abundantly clear that they do not have enough money for the animation of this show.
I think they hit it in the first episode with like a lot of big showy scenes that like really made you think the animation was good and that it was a slow decline over
Those
the
were
past
some
few
really good
episodes.
fighting scenes, yeah.
Yes, they were.
And the background scenery in this show is just gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful.
Gorgeous. Very.
And I love how the setting is Mayan, sort of. You have that kind of thing. We don't see that much in anime, and it's an interesting new take. And then I think the most interesting thing behind it is the overall arching plot. I don't know how many people have seen today's episode, but it is in the synopsis anyways. 7 Braves show up when there's only supposed to be 6. And one of them is the enemy.
False.
Yeah, is the false brave, and is the enemy. And I find that how they're going to play with this is going to be very, very interesting.
You're right. I agree with that.
They already make it pretty clear who they want you to think the false brave is.
Yes, they're doing a very good job with tossing red herrings out.
Well, if it's so obvious, it's bad, really.
Well, there's so many people who are like, they're trying to guess who it is already, and we don't really have that much to work off of. And I don't know, the fact that so many people are guessing different characters for different reasons it's a nice aspect. I mean, it could go in a lot of
It's a
different
good thing
ways
to
with this.
keep people invested is a big mystery in the show.
I think just the fact that there's a one trader brave, just having that in the back of my mind is really what's going to keep me invested and to continue watching the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than that, I think it's a pretty decent show storyline. I think it's really slow though.
It's world building. It's world building right now. I think
it's really slow. Trust me. There's a difference between
That's
world building
probably
and slow.
the biggest flaw with it so far.
Slow. How long are you gonna world build?
Well, they just got to the meeting place, so I mean,
Is this 12 episodes?
yeah, I think so.
Exactly.
So I don't think they're gonna world build.
Makes me
anytime
sad.
They'll wrap up
But,
pretty soon.
Again, okay, on the main character, I kind of find him obnoxious, but I don't hate him. I'm in a weird spot with him. Him saying, "Oh, I'm the strongest," is kind of irritating.
That's getting kind of
He does it a
old.
lot.
He does it a lot. If he says it like a couple times throughout the course of the show, I'd be fine with it. But for him to say it
But
multiple
couple times
each
every episode.
it's kind of much.
Other than that, though, I think I like him as a character.
I like that he says he's the strongest man in the world, and he can actually back it up.
At least he can back it up, unlike some
Yeah.
other people.
He fights in an interesting way. He is willing to do anything, and that's how he was taught to defeat the demon god.
Well, that's the good thing about that aspect. Like, you're trying to save the world. Why do you care if I'm
how you do it? Yeah.
You're right.
Fight smarter,
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
harder.
But on the gunslinger girl, I'm just gonna completely skip over Natasha or whatever.
The
I'll talk
rabbit.
about her.
Yeah, the rabbit. I like
The fake
gunslinger
rabbit.
girl.
She's a princess who is hard to keep a track on what her character is.
Are you talking about the gunslinger?
I think he's talking about Nashatanya.
Nashitanya.
Nashitanya.
The rabbit.
She's very erratic. I mean, you think you understand how she is, and then the next episode she acts very out of character, not very out of character, very differently from how she acted the last episode. So you can't really peg her as anything yet.
Do you think that she might be the traitor?
I think she might.
Who's the
I
traitor,
definitely-
guys?
I think that the most irritating thing will be if it's the main character, if it's Adley.
That would be
Or
crazy.
Adley.
That's not really possible though. I mean, we saw
so?
him.
We saw the
receive mark.
transformation.
See, the thing is, if the main character, the protagonist, the world's strongest man, is the traitor, then the world is fucked. He's the strongest man. He is the world's strongest man. If he's the world's strongest man, who's going to beat him? The world's second strongest man?
That's
Well-
not possible.
I mean, I love how in the latest episode you meet the kid who is like proclaimed as the strongest guy in the world, and then Adley talks to him and he's like, I'm the strongest man in the world. He's like, yes,
man,
but
it's me.
I'm the strongest man in the world. It's like, what?
But on the gunslinger girl,
Remy.
yeah, Remy, or whatever. She's entertaining to me from how negative and withdrawn she is.
She's very introverted.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like how she counters Adlet. That's probably why I like her as much as I do, because she's just so contrast
They have a nice-
to Adlet. Yeah,
I like her.
and forth.
yeah, she's cute.
I like
get
her
that.
because there's a huge mystery behind her. It's like because she's claiming that she's killed the
Yeah,
Braves,
exactly.
but you don't know why. And she said she'll tell us at some point. But
Saying how they're gonna try to attempt to kill her. That's what they were saying. Episode 3.
Yep.
They're gonna attempt to kill her if they meet and everything. But yeah, we'll see.
so
Alright, shall we move on to the anime of the season?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
We already
Seki's
passed
Retro
it.
Pretty sure we already
Symphogear
passed anime of the
GX.
season.
Wakaba Girls.
No.
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 Oh, Pillow Boys, yes.
No.
No, we're
Alright.
talking about Symphogear.
Symphogear GX. For those who don't know, it is.
Here we go.
It's more for the third season. It's ridiculous cliffhangers every single episode, and if you've seen any of the show before, and you should,
Why wouldn't you have seen the shows before?
Because they suck.
Okay.
the first season's alright. The second season is very run and gun with the whole thing, and after about midway, it's cliffhangers to the end, with some very exciting developments. And it's usually just over the top. It's very over the top, but it's very fun to watch. And it's a lot of singing, and great singing usually. But
Here's the thing with the singing and fighting. How are they not winded with all that singing and fighting? They have like huge lungs or something. I think that explains why Chris has a huge rack.
It's
more
because
mana
they're-
build up.
It's
More mana
because
build
they're
up.
magical girls.
Yes.
Are they magical girls or are they something else?
Oh,
Well, in
it's sort of like a combination of magical girl and mecha Musume.
Uh-huh.
But I think, well, it actually they started doing that in season 2, where they'll actually edit the vocals so that they sound like they're actually fighting while they're singing.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely. Interesting thing at the end of the first season is they have a moment where they're just they're not singing out loud or whatever, so they can synchronize, they can get their thoughts and their singing voices separated. And then, I mean, you don't see them completely connected like that, I suppose. But the real reason third season is so exciting is it's just a lot of action and a lot of drama and a lot of over the top stuff. And the villains are entertaining.
Bio, didn't you just recently finish season 1 and season 2?
I did.
Look at it from my
did.
look at it from my
A couple
standpoint.
months ago.
I finished it while it was airing. This show means this show needs to put something on the table besides cute girls singing and fighting the world to make it good.
It needs some big dark twist. I don't know.
No, see, this is the thing with continuous seasons. You don't need big, strong, and dark twists to make it something good. You just need to be consistent. And when they ended season 2, it was perfectly fine to end it there. This is just more milking, to be honest.
I don't know. I'd say, I mean, yes, I suppose I will agree with that to an extent. I mean, they did continue it pretty directly after the end of the second season. But there hasn't been a huge connection beyond that, really, except the characters, Maria, Kirika, and Shirabe. I don't know. It does seem like the new villains come out of nowhere. So I see where you're getting with this. And it's not very connected. It's just some new thing that they tossed in there with the alchemy. But it's entertaining. I don't know. I love the new villain, and I love the fact that all the dolls are very malevolent. I don't know. They're very they don't care about giving their enemy time to really.
Well, they're not human.
No, they're not human.
Yeah.
I don't know. They want to lay a beat down on the character, and they don't really care how they do it. I mean, they're completely beating down all of the Symphogear girls so far.
Don't you wish you had something written down so you could bounce down? to articulate what you want to say
oh,
exactly.
Pretty sure all I wrote was anime of the season on GX, so...
Alright, okay.
But for Symphogear, all I can really say is, since I'm not watching it, Nana Mizuki and Chris is hot. That's really all I have to say. But yeah.
Okay.
Best girls Kanade.
No, Kanade's...
Moving on to this next
Tsubasa's so right. I want Hibiki to just stop being all... I won't fight because these powers are meant to save people.
Oh, please.
She needs to fight.
You hate righteousness.
That's why I said I just want to slap her. Because...
She needs a good slap.
Cause,
Yeah,
Yes, she
yeah,
does.
there you go.
Where's that backhand, man?
but
Dirty jokes.
Okay.
dirty... Yeah.
Is that what we're calling it? Dirty jokes?
Kinda.
Dirty jokes done dirt cheap.
God.
Well, Kami, go ahead and say the name for us.
Shimoneta to Lu Gainen ga Sonzai Shinai. Damn, that's a long name. Taikutsu na Sekai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really long name.
So,
It's even
Dirty
longer
jokes.
translated.
Okay, my take on dirty jokes is it's just childish to me. Not even my 12-year-old self would probably be amused by this show.
You don't like her being a wanker?
It's just dumb. Like, it's, you know, obviously it's similar to Setokai Yakuin Domo, yeah. It's obviously like that. But those first two episodes, because I only watched the first two episodes, I'm looking forward to watching the third one because I hear some stuff. But those first two episodes, they were a little boring, kind of funny, but that's it.
I watched the first one.
What if we take this direction
And it
in a
was
different
alright.
light? If we step back and look at Japanese birth rate and population right now, their birth rate is on decline. Do you think this anime is really playing on top of that and just telling the Japanese people, their citizens, to go outside, have sex, push out more children? Because they really are lacking in that department. They really are. And sometimes they do use anime to market this stuff. This is fact.
It could be.
In the Japanese
Yeah, I
case,
think
it's
so.
probably go have more children so you can increase our workforce.
Yeah, that's probably the mentality, to be honest.
But you know, you gotta.
I never thought of it that
Sometimes
way.
I look at it like this and say, perhaps this anime is good for that reason. Maybe not so much for the dirty jokes and whatnot, but who knows?
I think what really got me interested, I was kind of meh after the first episode, but what really got me interested is how the main character gets roped into basically joining this organization to increase the loot, basically.
Wait, hold on. Who's the student council president? Yeah, I think
That's Anna.
Isn't she like a closet pervert now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She is the one who's been taught to be absolutely pure because of her mother, and because of everything, and she's the one she's gotten really strict with all that. She's very directed in the wrong direction about what's actually lewd and what's love and all that sort of stuff. But she really goes over the top in the latest episode.
Lewd girls do lewd things.
But to cut back to what you were saying earlier, Kami,
Yes.
could you expand on that a little bit?
Well, okay, so for the I don't know, I don't have the statistics, but let's just say from 2000, the Prime Minister has been, cracking down on pornography and specifically child pornography and the whole censorship with Japan, right? You can't show lewd things. Yes, you don't show child pornography, that's acknowledged. Anywhere in a first world country, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're censoring all sorts of sensual stuff that is essential for a population to thrive, sex, children do need to be shown some of this stuff. And I do not believe Japan has any sort of sexual education system at all. And so what are the directors and anime companies, what can they do to give some vigor into the Japanese population? Well, they like anime, they like manga. So if they can somehow subliminally market sexual education or tell people to be more perverted and go out and explore more, well, anime is part of their culture, and they're using it in a very brilliant way, in my opinion, to not only specifically say in the show that the Japanese population is becoming more morally right and ethical, but they're also using that point to direct it to the actual audience. So it's kind of like breaking the fourth wall.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Good.
I never really thought about it that way, but
So basically,
Yeah.
up the birth rate. Don't just be so morally righteous all the time.
yeah, it's a really cool way to do it when you think of it that way.
But if you're in Western audience, like most of us are here, you don't have to think about that, because
Wouldn't really cross your mind.
You're not subjected to don't have sex, because I think anyone here has seen a 16-year-old high school girl with a big belly pregnant. So
Yeah. Anyway.
Sore ga seiyu.
Oh yes, so I got to see you. Gonzo.
Good one.
His return.
Salute.
Gonzo's return.
Welcome
Can
back.
you really classify that as Gonzo's return?
Welcome back. That's all I have to say. Always had faith in you. Always had faith in you.
Alright, so apparently Gold likes it.
It's a surprisingly good show.
It is.
Yes.
I didn't think much of anything about it going in, but
You wouldn't think a 4-panel Doujin spin-off would be this. Good. I just like the setting of it. Aside from the end, aside from how amazing the end, I'm gonna get to that.
The ending.
But
Well,
aside
to
from
that-
that, I think the voice actor, she's struggling. She's kind of, the workforce. Basically, this is one of her dreams. She's like, you know what? If I can't get a regular job, I'm gonna go after my biggest dream.
I really feel like
I think it's pretty good. I just think
it's a
like
good
general
insight
vibe.
on the
And it's
industry,
not just her. It's also the struggle of the strawberry
like
girl.
from multiple perspectives,
Multiple
and
perspectives, exactly.
different ways to get into the industry.
And the young girl, who actually seems like an accomplished voice actress,
Oh yeah,
but she just seems so ordinary, and she probably wants to move from that.
I think the show was written by a voice actor, and it was illustrated by the guy who did Hayate.
Yeah, it was so sorry about the guy.
No
who did
Gotoku.
Hayate.
Well, it's great, if
You know.
you've done it yourself before, you certainly know the ins and outs.
Yeah,
You know the struggle.
not just someone researching
And the
it.
fact that every episode they're bringing in these high up voice actors, I
Mhm.
think that's great. We have Goku's voice actor. We have Levy's in the second
Yeah.
episode, and
I've heard that Yukari Tamura makes an appearance.
yes, in the third episode she did. Yeah, she's the Jabril,
That's all
right?
the reason I need. That's all the reason I need
Yeah,
to watch
she's
it.
Jabril, and she's also yeah.
Is that the only reason you need Bio?
It's pretty much the only reason I need to
Well,
watch
what I'm looking forward to is hopefully, I'm praying actually, that one of these episodes, Nana Mizuki makes an appearance, because if she makes an appearance, the ending song might be a song that she sang. Can I get some Cosmic Love?
Which?
Some Disco to Q? Please, God.
Man, you guys, one's a VA lover and then the other one's a Rosario plus vampire lover. I don't know how to deal
I
with
have
these
to.
things.
I have to. Hey.
Speaking of the ending,
it. It's okay.
this one has a pretty cool one.
Is it cooler than a Cruel Angel's Thesis?
Well,
It is Cruel Angels.
Because the only one I can sing is Cruel
No.
Angel's Thesis.
the way it does it is it has like a chorus, which is like done every week, but then they'll like
Mash it up.
insert like a different conversation each week about like the episodes and like the different stuff that voice actors go through, like just more insight into it, and then they'll have a little moment where they'll
Mash their
like-
original. Well, mash is an opening from a previous anime. It's funny
Yeah,
because
just karaoke a different show each
anime.
week.
It could just be any anime. We've had
Well, they're
C3,
gonna have to pay a lot of
Neo
rights for that.
Genesis. Yeah, they're gonna do one from Gonzo. Hopefully.
Mhm.
Can I get some puzzles, some super shooter, some Rock the LMC? God, something. Gonzo, please.
Dude, Gonzo be teasing, man. Gonzo be teasing, man.
But soon. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be on the forum going woo, cause I'll be very happy if they
We'll wait
do
for
this.
the moment.
woos will be had.
And I was thinking about it. Disco to Q sounds so good mashed up in the ending. Please, Gonzo. But other
Yeah,
than that,
the
I think that's
show's
really all I
been-
have to say about the show. It's a good show. The ending is probably the
surprisingly
best ending
really
in
good
creativity.
going in.
It's so creative. The ending is so creative.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no one can take that away. No one.
Woo!
Okay. But yeah.
All right,
I'm good.
I'll probably add this one. So
all right. Idolmaster Cinderella Girls second season.
The hottest
More
one
Idol
is the
Mash.
college girl and the Russian.
Yes, Russian.
That's all I have to say. Yep.
I'd say most of the girls are pretty bland. I stopped watching halfway through the first season. I may go back to it, but
I will say that this Cinderella Girls is not as good as the regular Idolmaster.
The- yeah, I preferred the regular Idolmaster much more. This just felt like a down step in terms of character and story.
So, which one is voiced by Jaime Salary?
I don't know.
We don't know these things.
There's more to the show than voice acting.
You're the one big on voice
Yes,
actors.
Gosh, you really don't just remember Isa's voice?
Wait, so you
You
do
can look
know.
it up if you want.
I'll look.
I'm more, into the studios than voice actresses. I don't care
Yeah.
about that.
Probably
Okay.
more studio.
Because I
Fair
need to
enough.
differentiate from the studios. That's really it. But yeah, Idolmaster. I like the original Idolmaster. I'm not watching Cinderella Girls, but I will be watching it soon.
It's Kaede Takagaki.
Okay.
Yeah. She's 24. She's mature. She has observational skills. She's very tall, bi, and she has heterochromia.
Huh.
Yeah, sure. Still not best girl.
Is she any good though?
I don't even know who she is.
Guess that
Ouch.
says that. All right.
All right, so To Love Rube, Darkness Second.
That's an
Never watched
it's
any
an
of this series.
atrocity.
You don't need to Pongo.
This show is an atrocity.
Shawn, you haven't watched any up until this, though,
Yeah.
right? This is the first you've tried of the show.
I watched this show.
It wouldn't.
You wouldn't know.
I watched this show when it was first airing in 4x3 full screen, and when it was airing that time, I liked it. It was very nice. Maybe perhaps I was young and naive,
Probably.
but
Up here in innocent youth.
after a
You're
while,
an innocent commie.
after so many like crotch shots and boob face plants, ah, dude, he's like sterile or castrated? Something is wrong with him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think he was dropped on his head as a baby.
And just talking about him makes you angry. This show makes you angry. And anime is not supposed to make you angry. It's supposed to make you laugh and have a good time. This show does neither of those.
Yeah.
Pretty
something
much,
like
yeah.
that. Oh no, actually,
Seal
excuse
of
me. You should
disapproval.
always watch more anime. This one included. Just be prepared to rage.
Stay away. No, stay away.
All right, so Ushio to Tora.
This has been a fun one.
I don't think it's better than Rinne though. The old school feel of these things.
Yeah, I'd probably like Rene a bit more.
I like
But-
how it. Yeah, go ahead.
I think the show, the main characters, Ushio and Tora, they're both likable, fun. It has some pretty decent action. Just not too much, like, that's amazing, but it's entertaining to watch each week.
Well, all I've seen is the first episode, and that was really introductory of, obviously. It was good, but for some reason, I just have no urge to continue. It might be the 37 or 39 episode climb that I'm going to have to do.
Yeah.
But I would like to get back to it. It was good.
Kelvin Hobbs with speed. I don't remember any weapons being Kelvin Hobbs.
Maybe you just don't remember it.
It was there, you just didn't notice.
Alright, so, Venus Project.
Anyone watching this one?
I have it
Shawn?
on my reserved. It will be watched sooner or later.
I've heard bad things.
I've
I
also heard
reserved
bad
this one.
things.
How do you hear bad things when no one has seemingly seen it, and the girls look cute as hell?
You're right?
Basically, if you want to see idols and mechs, just watch Macross. Or
Symphogear.
Symphogear. Or
Glossier?
Idol Master Xenoglossia. Or AKB0048. Or...
Sounds like you should watch something else.
Yeah, pretty much just watch something else.
Episode. The next episode is in
Got it,
28
Shawn.
days, so you have time.
Phew.
Oh, God.
28 days?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Episodes don't come out that frequently.
Alright, so, yeah, don't waste your time. Alright, so working.
Has been good,
I love it.
which was to be expected.
I haven't watched the first 2 seasons, so I haven't watched this.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I dropped the first season because it was
feel like
boring.
I much rather wanted the Oto-san to meet his wife again, much more than Yachiru and Sato kind of progress their relationship.
I'll agree with AK on this one.
Like, I really just want them to, like, get back together. It's just such a tease.
So close in the first episode.
I know,
so
right?
close. I thought it might happen. It was like, what a way to start the season.
I will say, season 3 so far, that working towards their last season has been really, like, trying to drive some plot points home.
Oh, they have to.
Like, it feels like plot is actually working while
It's
still, like,
progressing.
keeping, like... Yeah. While still keeping, like, fun slice of life moments in there.
Ships are sailing.
Yes.
Ships have sunk too.
Yeah. But I think the real story is the lack of punches in this season.
I'm okay with that. I really am. To be honest, getting punched all the time
conflicted.
is not great.
I think it's good character progression for her.
Yeah. I'm conflicted because I enjoy the punches, but she's definitely getting better, and that's nice to see as well.
I like how they're keeping how she's changing her hairpin every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always a nice touch.
That is a very nice touch. I don't know. I think working as an anime is great. It's a relaxer. If you
Mm-hmm.
watch something that has angered you or something that is so funny that's about to give you a heart attack, you should you should definitely give working a try, because it's a great calming anime, and you get a grin, and that's all you'll probably get. It's a giant
We'll
grin.
see. I'll try it again.
I was laughing a lot today from today's episode, I'd say.
Not so much that you're gonna get a heart attack, right?
No, not quite that much.
That life alert nearby.
Oh, jeez.
Now comes with the anime.
Yes.
Some anime might give you diabetes. Some anime might give you a heart attack.
Too much sugar.
Some people,
Probably.
some anime will give you insomnia.
I think some anime give you strokes too.
That's true too. Guys, if we've learned anything, anime is dangerous. Just stay away from it.
Except for you guys
probably-
always need to watch more anime.
It's,
Of course.
it's a dangerous job watching anime.
It's worse than drugs, guys.
We do it for you.
Alright, I think,
Uh,
Aiden, are you gonna close us out?
Shorts.
oh,
Or are we...
should we do the shorts?
We could
or-
do rapid fire rounds since
Rapid
we've been
fire
running pretty
shorts.
long
Alright.
Okay.
to cover the
Alright,
shorts.
rapid fire shorts. So, Bikini Warriors.
Anime of
Terrible.
the season. Anime of the
Wow.
season.
Okay. No, Bikini Warriors
Two
isn't terrible.
conflicting
It's a very,
two
very good
conflicting
show.
opinions at the same
It's
exact
actually the
time.
best anime of the season.
No, it's terrible.
If Prison School was no,
It's the
hey.
worst. It's the worst best
I
anime
mean,
of the
that's
season.
Prison School. But Bikini Warriors is amazing. It's fun, short, etchy, and it's witty. It has a lot of good RPG parodies scenes. So
Oh.
it's the
All right.
best.
All right, Denchi Guy.
Haven't seen.
Haven't
Okay,
seen.
it's a semi-entertaining
Any-
short. The youngest twins, they're cute and funny. But the middle twin, she's a tsundere, stupid face. I don't like her.
What's wrong
My
with
bane.
tsunderes?
Trust me, it's 50-50 with tsundere. I like a lot of tsunderes. She's not one of them.
All right, she's just not one of them. Bad tsundere.
Older sisters, yeah, she's alright. It's kind of gross though. She's all
Is she
laying on the bro's bed.
So she's a pervert.
Might be.
All right, Kaiju Sakabus Kanpai.
Don't
Anybody?
even know what that is.
No clue.
No one's
Anybody?
watching-
No.
No one's watching
Lightning
this stuff.
round.
Nope. All right, next one.
All right, Kuriyami Santa.
Yeah,
keep
I watched
going.
the
Looks
first episode. It was
interesting.
interesting. It was weird, not bad, and I feel like the actual character, the Kuriyama Santa, he did the right thing, which was there was an old man who was gonna blow up some people who were trying to. It is black and white, just to let everybody know. So basically, an
Yep.
old man was trying to blow up people who were. He owed them money, and they were beating him up because he didn't have the money to pay them back, and he was gonna blow him up because he just like, you know what, I'm fed up with everything. And then the Kuriyama Santa, he said, "Go to hell by yourself," and he killed the old man.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's a.
it's weird.
I think it's a pretty nice mix of animation and live action.
Huh.
Exactly.
All right, so
Lightning
Nakura no
round.
Danshi.
Pillow Boys.
Oh God.
All right.
Lightning round.
Slow clap.
Wow.
Slow clap.
So $1 million.
Well done.
Anyway, I like it. Okay,
Don't watch
I
Pillow
like Million
Boys,
Dollar.
guys.
People are hating on it. Oh, CG. Even though CG only lasts for a good 30 seconds from the opening.
Well, I think they're hating it because it's really bad CG.
Sure, but it has a lot of interesting
Yes.
potential aspects, and it taught me 2 words I will be using a lot. DD,
What, DD?
which means
Okay.
Daradema Daisuki, which means you like everything. But when you like everything, it's not really like you like anything. Basically, you try to like everything to fit in.
real love.
Yeah, you try to like everything to fit in, Lumi. But Zaitake.
Oh,
Shots fired.
Zaitake means you're one of those people who instead of going to the concerts, you're sitting at home blogging and just on forums talking about the concerts instead of actually going to them. Zaitake.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Million Doll. Miss Monochrome.
Okay, next.
Miss Monochrome 2.
It's literally just a continuation of season 1. Nothing really new. She has new assistants, but
She's
it's
still
the same
kinda-
old, same old.
as dumb though.
Not as dumb?
No, she's as dumb as season.
Oh, she is as
Yeah,
dumb.
because her friend almost stole money from her again.
Oh, jeez. Okusama ga Seito Kaicho.
Garbage.
I like it.
The show is not good. Like,
She is very.
Garbage. I
My
like
wife
it.
is
I
the
like
student
it.
council
It's
president.
just cheap. It's so cheap.
Haven't
like-
seen.
Oh, it's funny.
You're married to a student
Okay.
council president. and literally they are fighting for liberation of just freedom when it comes to certain things like relations.
Well, to be honest, this might be the same as Dirty Jokes.
Shimoneta. Yeah.
Really, it is.
Yeah, in a way it is, basically. Maybe that's why I don't like either of them.
I mean, I like what I liked about it was how there actually are some kind of like cute, innocent moments, but then
They
they
turn into
quickly
lewd.
devolve
Yes.
into lewdness.
Yes.
Very quickly.
I've seen enough.
Like
Seen enough anime to know where this is going.
I don't know if you want to go
like
there.
when the demon guy,
Yeah,
the demon
say
pops out
anime.
of this guy's head, literally.
Yeah, I don't hate
I
it.
like it.
I actually don't hate it though. I just don't like it at all.
Okay.
So, Q Transformers. Anybody?
No.
Okay,
No,
Suzuki
I don't think that's aired.
I'm watching Suzuki. It's short, semi-entertaining. It's about radio show. It's based on their radio show, but just a short, entertaining little thing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, TQ5.
Yeah.
Fifth season of a short I haven't seen.
It's the fifth season. Apparently, it's doing something right.
Let's move on to the good short.
Wakaba
Wakaba
Girl.
Girl. This is probably the best cute girl doing cute things show of the whole season. Not that there's much.
Yes.
It's a really refreshing show. It's cute.
I think first episode was kind of slow, but it's been pretty entertaining and funny episodes week to week
Yeah,
since then.
definitely. But the opening
It's a
cracks
pretty-
me up. First of all, the song's stuck in my head.
Pretty
unfortunately.
solid opening.
But it cracks me up.
I've listened to
seeing
it many
all
times.
four girls just walking in the beginning because Wakaba looks so big compared to him. I just crack up every time. But the orange-haired girl, Moya, she's my favorite. She's innocent.
Ditzy.
How short is this?
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
8 minutes with
Okay.
a
Half-
1
half episode.
minute
Too
30
short.
second opening.
Okay. About
Yes.
the same.
It's very fun.
Ice cream is a serious
Wakako
business.
Zake.
Wakako
Okay, let me
Sake.
tell you about Wakako Zake. First of all, the eyes kill me. I love the eyes. But it's mostly
So creepy.
Wait.
goes to a restaurant, drinks sake, eats a new meal every time, either talks about her day or just rants about something else, and the end. Pretty much Wakako Zake.
Okay.
Alright, Wooster, whatever.
Higurashi. Oh wait, not maybe not. Maybe not.
Different Higurashi.
Slightly
Loser.
more garbage, I'm sure. Okay. That's
It
it.
wraps up this summer season. I'm signing
Yes.
out. Gold out.
Signing off. Host, are you going to end
Yeah,
it?
you're supposed to end this host.
Me? Alright. So, that's it for episode 1 of UsagiRoll. Goodbye.
That's
See you next time on the
See you
Rabbit
next time.
Cast.
Alright, so...
See you guys
this
around.
season's Symphogear, of course.
Yeah, definitely.